Hello, everybody. Welcome to the pub. Saturday night. Hope you all are doing well. Please let me know how my sound is. Last Dance, good to see you, man. Good to go. I see a thumbs up. Right on. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Getting close to spring, so feeling good, feeling energized. Get a little sun today. Today was a good day. Good day to work in the yard. Get a lot of stuff done. Battle against the moss is going very well. Threw away about a ton of moss today. Hello, person. Hi there. Good to see you. Right on. Good deal. I am very happy. Hi. Peace. Yeah, love. Hand signals. Welcome. Cool. Last Dance has a friend. All right. Very cool. Cool. Hopefully, your friend sticks around and can join us. If she chooses to. All right, that's going to get a little annoying. I have a ring cam now, and if people are going outside, they're going to be, well, hopefully that wasn't an intruder setting off my motion sensor thingy here. Kind of a cool purchase, but I definitely have to learn how to set the parameters for motion detection, because as of now, I've got it picking up everything from rabbits to humans. So we got to narrow that one down, although mostly it's humans that it's detecting. Light winter means we have a large crop of rabbits this year, and squirrels, unfortunately. And the squirrels have defeated the baffle that I have on my bird feeder. I caught one earlier standing on top of the baffle eating bird seed from my feeders. So not happy about that. Got this drink here. I'm going to toss in the freezer for later so it stays nice and cold. I'll be right here. Not going anywhere. It's a double margarita. A double. So it's four single margaritas in one shaker. So that'll be good to get things rolling once this gets rolling. Hopefully we see some of the old regulars tonight. I think last week we were a bit on the light side, which was fine. It was good. It ended up getting going. And of course, whenever there's a Friday pub, I tend to be a little tired. I'm a bit more well rested today, although did a lot of work today. So we'll see how it works out. Can't make any promises. Could catch up to me. Whatever. I don't know. Wondering when you guys plant down there. Last Dance. When do you do your planting for veggies? Probably already, right? Or now, I would think. For us, it's supposed to be early May because we just had a frost the other night. So, I don't know. We'll see. Kind of want to plant them tomorrow. Yeah, now should work, but would a frost kill them? Potentially. A light frost, a medium frost. I don't know that it's a hard frost, but frost on the roof type of thing. Yeah, I had a frost this past week, so I'm apprehensive. But I also want to start on the carpentry next weekend, and I want to be done with the planting and veggies. So I'm inclined to just go for it tomorrow, get everything in the ground, and just be done with it, right? I mean, should be fine. I think it'd be fine. Last year I put them in April, and they were massive plants. The tomato plants were, 5 feet wide by, if they would have been much taller if I had a cage big enough for them. But I did a YouTube video. I'm sure you saw it at least, Last Dance, picking tomatoes. A lot of turmoil going on right now in the country. A lot of protests, college campuses are pretty lit up right now with protests. Would like to cover that tonight and see what people's opinions are on that. As well as we've got some dangerous weather going on in the country, which I want to keep an eye on here. You got to, what did that say? Smashing Pumpkins have a new lead guitarist. Interesting. Keep an eye on that weather here while we're going, because there's some tornadoes in the Midwest. Just want everybody to be safe. You know, scary stuff. Glad to hear you're past the frost down there. You're lucky. We're still on cold nights here for sure, man. What is the temperature at night here? I don't know. I forget how to look that up on the computer. Well, we're doing good now. We're still at 54, so pretty good. RW, good to see you, buddy. Jump on here when we get going if you'd like. I hear the cicada invasion is popping off pretty big down. Let's get that glare out of the screen. Down south. I don't know if you guys have seen them, either of you two guys, but I hear it's pretty wild. Big year for cicadas. Two separate populations that have two broods at the same time. Yes, exactly. My mind read that as two broads at the same time, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Then broods. Yeah, I got it. I'm with you. Yep, two broods at the same time. Yeah, and they're, I think 13 years and 17 years is their period, right, of gestation or whatever, when they're underground, whatever it's called. So yeah, that now both of those line up to the same year, which is very rare. Somebody was saying something like 200 to 300 years rare or something like that. I don't remember. Oh, good for you. You're going to miss the cicada horde. Apparently it's pretty gross, and I think they eat vegetation. I'm not positive about that, but it's definitely gross. They're everywhere. I'm sure you can eat them, and I know people have cooked them and eaten them, but not for me. Okay, so they drill a hole down into the tree. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know a lot. Every 221 years. Okay, cool. There you go. So that would put it back in what, Thomas Jefferson era or thereabouts, something like that. Possibly 1800 or so. Yeah, it was a good day. Couple good solid dump runs, getting things rolling. Nice pile of dirt. Haven't caught up on much today regarding the tornadoes. I don't know if anybody has any information on that. I know over there at Lookner's channel, which is called Agenda Free TV, he's doing coverage right now on the tornado action that's happening in the Midwest. The raised beds are good. I'm just waiting to put the plants in them. I topped them off again with half a truckload of soil. Got some left over, and I've got some used potting soil, a lot of vermiculite in it. So I'm going to use some of the containers from last year to have more vegetables. We'll see. Possibly, I don't know, a couple additional ones. I don't know. We have to decide what we're gonna grow. kind of at the mercy of what we can find around here, being that we didn't start anything from seed, although we could. I want to do English cucumbers. I hear those are fairly easy to grow. I'm not a big fan of eggplant, McGrand, and welcome, my man. I'm not an eggplant parm guy or eggplant rollatini. It's not really something I've enjoyed much in my life, so I wouldn't grow that. Exactly, RW. Ah, yes, the eggplant emoji. Well, no, I don't do eggplant parm, man. No, I'll do chicken or veal parm, but negative on the eggplant. It's got a weird texture, not much flavor. I just don't dig on it. Mexican chili, yeah, I'm gonna grow hot cherry peppers and probably jalapenos. So yeah, wife, yeah, she did. She planted lavender and daylilies, as well as that one other one that I'm forgetting, that pinkish flower. Welcome, wife. She's doing the outside of the fence near the road, so to present a nice curb appeal for the house, because this section of area, there you go, is kind of neglected because it's not in the yard. So we put some stuff out there, or she did, that will spread and kind of cover it all, hopefully. We'll see. It's tough to know. We did wildflower, perennial wildflower seeds out there last year, maybe even the year before. And only some of them seemed perennial. I think last year was the second year. So like the lupines came back, the goldenrod is pretty strong, but wasn't like this field of wildflowers. Plus, it's not a ton of sun, so these have to be shade tolerant. Yeah, you got to, because I was working myself on something else. So, and indeed, once the carpentry stuff starts, she'll be basically running the landscaping side of the house, which I know she's happy to do, because it is satisfying work working with the earth, I think. RW, the goldenrod, yeah, that was 6 to 7 feet tall. Wow. And attracted a lot of butterflies and hummingbirds, which was cool. I love that stuff. Great flower. It's kind of erratic, grows a little crazy, but it is great for wildlife. So that was the tallest by far. Lupines or lupines, I'm not sure how you say that. Not that tall. Yeah, she just went and did it, which is great. It's like I said, I had my hands full with other things. Thinking about rolling this thing now here, Last Dance, if you're ready for it. Interesting. I didn't know that, RW. Pluck them before the seeds are dropped, I guess is what you're saying. Cool. There you go, McGrand. We're firing it up. How you doing, man?
All right. Happy Saturday to you, sir.
Same to you, buddy.
Yeah, I got out a little bit this week to do some weeding.
Mm,
Uh, I tend to every year starts out with hope, and then as the hot summer takes hold, I just can't can't bear to go out, and I just let everything go to weed.
mm. It's
It's
tough weeding. I mean, if you go now, up here things are just getting started. So
hey, Sammy Cat's in the
Sammy
house.
Cat's here. Oh yeah, Lupin. Thank you for that, Sammy. Welcome. Yeah, I don't know. Are weeds already flourishing down there?
The dandelions,
Yeah,
not a big deal because you know they look nice for a few minutes, and there really aren't too many dandelion plants, but those are the ones that are uh, starting to see already.
those are good for early pollinators too, though. So that's one of the
Mhm.
ones I almost like to keep because of that. Um, you know, but we get those broadleaf, like giant fat wide leaf weeds that are an invasive species. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
There's another one called garlic mustard, and then like the crabgrass and that spiky crabgrass that has like the friggin' almost like long thorns on it. Like those are the ones I really try to get rid of,
yeah,
especially
those take over in summer here.
the invasive ones really bug me. So yeah, we're gonna try to stay on top of that. And the section we have that's kind of nothing, I think we're gonna try to just seed it and mow it, and then at least the grass can fight against the weeds, and the mower will control the weeds and the grass. There you go.
That's
That's nice.
azaleas.
Very
Uh,
nice.
it's the time of the year for azaleas around here. And that reminds me, I need to make a trip to the National Arboretum in Washington D.C. for to go on the azalea trail
Mm,
because they have a huge collection of azaleas on a trail going uphill.
awesome. Beautiful.
It is
Breathtaking.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Cool. Just better than the cherry trees.
I mean, the cherry trees all come out at once,
Hmm.
right? And so when you're there at the right time, it's uh, it's really spectacular. The azaleas, different azaleas, come out at different times. So there you could go during any week for maybe a month straight, and things will look a little different as you go, but they won't all be out at the same time. So it's not quite as spectacular as it would be for something like the something. I don't know who that is.
I
You
don't recognize that person,
know,
but he did seem to respond to us talking about him.
yeah. I mean,
Means he's more than likely a live person. Looks energetic.
yeah. I could have my finger on the button.
Yeah.
I
Oh, he's got a guitar. Cool.
okay.
That's good.
I can't actually read the username. Jason.
Looks like a black Gibson um, J200. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Pretty rare. Never seen a black one before. Right on. Well,
I could have my button ready to.
all right. I'll pop them on in a minute here. Cool.
Let me know before you do, so I can
Sure.
have my trigger finger ready.
Let's see. Hockey puck. I'm not sure what that was. Covers the hole, the sound hole, possibly some kind of a pickup. I'm not sure. Cup of tea. They died. They come back every year. Um, I'm going to see. Jason, do you want to join in here? You want to just hang in the back? All right. You ready, Cup? All right.
You guys,
How you doing?
It's good, man. Steve, I met you before,
Cool.
man.
Cool.
I'm cool as shit. I can fuck with stupid. I do that in different places, man.
Cool.
Well,
You're what's up, brother? Last Dance. Good to see you, man.
good to see you. How'd you find this place?
Smokesteve. Who brought me here? Was it I'm trying to think. Midnight Rider or
I'm thinking it might have been Scum TV.
no, definitely not. Like we all affiliate with fucking weird places, right? But one person said, "Jay, you should go check out Smokesteve." I'm like, absolutely. And
cool, right on. Welcome. Where are you? What country?
Prince Edward Island, Canada.
PEI. All right, cool. Do you know Scum TV? Do you know who I'm talking about with that?
Nope, I do not.
Anticorp. He's and then there's that other woman in Australia that I've gone on her live stream before. I've already forgotten her name, but possibly not there. That doesn't ring a bell for you. Okay, cool. Doesn't matter. You're here.
No, that's cool, man. I'll honestly admit, I love drinking. I love having me a few beers. I've been everywhere.
Then
UK panels. That's. Oh, let me see that one.
That's larceny. It's good bourbon.
almost done with it.
I got me a little bit of this shit today too. Crown Royal apple.
Crown apple.
I was thinking of trying the Crown brand. Some others next.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. Is it whiskey forward or apple forward? And taste.
I know, right? That's why I try not to buy this one too often because it tastes like fucking apple juice.
Okay, so
it'll hit you hard. Don't do it.
Yeah, right. I hear you, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He said PEI in McGrand.
Yes, Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Cool.
I love singing. I'm more of a karaoke guy. I'm just getting new to guitar playing. I've been playing for a long time, but really sucked at it. Never really got it because I'm too busy working. But my eye was drawn to this one. This is the J200, just like you said. You knew what that one was.
Mm-hmm. That's a beauty.
This one's a limited edition. It was only $1,700, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta have it.
Is that American made?
Honestly, don't know. I don't know where it was made. That part I have to look into. I understand the woods and the inlays and mother of pearl, like that shit part. That part's great, but I don't know where it was made. But
sweet guitar, big guitar.
Learning.
Yeah. And
that sucks with me. I know the basic chords.
Sure.
I need to get my ass off the fucking couch and start playing it. But
that's it.
Oh, I got a job. I got to take care of the wife, the kids, pay the mortgage, and all that shit. You got my cousin. My cousin's fucking amazing at the guitar, but he's a welfare case, and he ain't gonna fucking play because he's home all day. He's fucking amazing.
That's what it takes. Yeah, I mean, that or get together with other musicians. That helps a lot if you know anyone else who plays, just to sit down like a little bit each week for a half hour. And just playing with other people, I always found expanded my skill significantly for sure.
And that's what he told me too. He's like, because he knows I just want to get into it, but he's like, just sit there, go through all the chords, just keep doing it, do the basic chords, then start learning your A7s, your minors. Just get your chords straight, be able to flip to them all. I guess that's what I'm going to start with.
That's right. And that's a good place to start for sure. The theory of chords will take you right where you need to go when it comes to eventually transitioning to scales and lead guitar, because it's all in the chords. All the notes are there. in the chord, and you're basically taking the chord apart when you play a lead. Often you're using different various aspects of chords in the lead guitar themselves. So yeah, cool, man. Good for you. I'm glad to
I'm
have
trying,
you.
man. I'm trying, man. No, but Smokesteve, that's what's up, man. I just
Right on. What's the beer you're having tonight, bro?
I'm just sipping on the Coors Light.
Mm. American beer, is that more up there? Like more money than Canadian beer?
No, God, they give these things away.
Oh, really? Okay.
I get 36 beers. They're $67 Canadian.
Okay.
So cheaper than water.
Right. So under $2 a beer, just under or so Canadian.
Oh, well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad. Right on. We'll bring in a round out the stage with an even four here with RW. How are you?
RW. Good to see
What-
you.
What are you all thankful for?
Thankful?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thankful for having met my girlfriend 4.5 years ago, Jennifer.
Awesome.
Oh, that's nice. Is she right there?
No, she's upstairs.
Okay.
Did you go with you to Baltimore today?
She's right there with a gun.
Exactly.
What's that?
Did she go with you to Baltimore today to check out the harbor?
No, I went out there with my girls.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
There was
Yeah. So what do
Yeah,
you
there
mean
was-
by the ship that they were preparing? What exactly did you mean by that?
well, I'll tell you what I saw. The back of the ship, the ass, I don't know what you call it, there was some sort of a big thing going down from the ship to the ground,
Stern.
the stern, and there was, I don't know, a ramp or a walkway or something. I mean, I was driving the car, so I couldn't stare at it. It's an enormous ship, but it looked like they were doing something to it.
From
And
the one that is stuck in the bridge, right? Is the one you. Yeah.
No, this is one that's stuck in the harbor because it can't get out because the bridge went down, blocking it.
Ah,
Right.
okay.
The article that came out today was basically saying that they have deep dredged it and they're prepping for the first ship. That was my understanding. And Dance is
Yeah.
saying that looks like they were prepping a Navy ship to go through. But
Now, when I look on Wikipedia about that ship, it says it kind of is just sitting there in reserve, waiting to be used, and it's not really active. So I don't know. All I know is what I saw. Things were happening on that ship.
I'm sure Port's ready for some action, man. I hope it works out for them.
What about the incapacitated ship? Has that changed spots, direction, moved an inch, done anything?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't gone back out to Fort Smallwood Park to take a look at it, but
Okay.
when I was there a couple weeks ago, then nothing had changed. It was the same. The part of the bridge that was lying on top of it was still there.
Yeah.
Do you think that the investigation has anything to do with the speed at which it hasn't been done? Like, does it have to sit as is or something for the investigation to pan out?
I doubt it because, some of the stuff like removing the bridge debris from the top of it, I don't think it really depends much at all on the investigation. The investigation is mostly going to be talking to crewmen and maybe doing some testing of the ship's systems. But
Right.
and there's two teams of investigators. Don't forget, the NTSB does an investigation whose sole purpose is to determine the probable cause and come up with safety recommendations based on the lessons learned from it. Now, the FBI is doing a criminal investigation, which is a different matter altogether. And so they have to use different investigators. So
Right.
they have to basically duplicate the investigation. Of course, they're looking at different things. They're looking for criminal liability.
Yeah, like in it, one thing I heard them say was speed, inexperienced crew, and ship not seaworthy. So those are three pretty
Right.
huge fucking things when it comes to.
And I think the latter one is probably what they're going to be focusing on, I suspect.
If they can hammer them on negligence, they're screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty bad negligence. This thing wasn't going over to some open port in Antarctica or something. This was going through a tight area, inner city, bridges, pylons. These ships need to be like perfect, to be navigating these waterways.
Yeah.
It's scary that if that's the case, that they're putting some fucking piece of junk literally out there, and the power's dying, and hey, what a nightmare.
I mean, supposedly there were electrical problems while it was in port before it left. So, and supposedly it was an electrical problem that caused it to lose power and lose control.
Mm.
So, I don't know.
You've not noticed much. Hey, Welshie, welcome back, dude. You've not noticed much difference in your area since the bridge went down, right?
A little bit more traffic.
That's about it. Okay.
But not a ton more.
You stand in the front yard and yell at them as they're going by. Get out of my neighborhood.
They don't go through my front yard. But I do leave my front yard and get on the highway sometimes.
That's why your girlfriend has the gun. I thought that's what that was about.
Whoa,
yeah, can you hear me, chaps?
Whoa!
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Base.
So we're on about that barge, that ship that took the bridge down, didn't we? So, did they actually have a local pilot on? Because I was here, they were like an experienced crew, and the ship was shit.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Yes, they did.
They had a local pilot on board. Yeah?
That's what I heard. Now
They had a pilot on board.
The harbor master, whatever they call him.
He's a pilot. Harbor
he's a pilot. Yeah, he's a
harbor pilot.
Yeah, they call him a pilot for some reason.
Yeah.
Shit happens in ships.
I honestly
happens all the time.
I hadn't seen confirmation of that recently, but initially they were talking about that, and that is common. You get a guy from the whatever. What do they call them? Merchant Marines. That's what they call them up here, anyways. These pilots.
Well, they're the people not to fuck around. If you're a captain coming in there, you don't fuck around with a pilot, do you? You supply everything as best as you can for them, because they're very important people, aren't they?
Yeah.
The pilot represents the port.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's local, and he's
a local guy. He
goes up game time when he's coming into harbor.
Yeah, he's a union guy and everything else. So
basically, any captain basically listens to all his advice while in that stretch of water. The pilot is the person that actually controls the ship at that stage, isn't it? In those waters.
Yeah, yes. I think the problem was that the power failed.
Exactly.
So they couldn't. No one could control.
If the guy steering the boat can no longer steer the boat.
No, sorry.
Steve, there's a question of.
Thank you. Respect, Steve.
All right.
Thanks. Respect, guys.
Thanks for being here, Jason.
Hey, good to see you, Jason. Come back again. Good guy.
Wife said bed. Cup of Tea said he was here last week, which happens all the time with me, but usually not you, Last Dance. But it's possible.
No, he wasn't here last week. He might have been here before, but he wasn't here last week.
All right. Well, good guy. Let's lock him into memory. Everyone is here.
My memory is the worst.
I remember his name from chat. That's all. I don't remember on VC.
Okay. All right. Good enough.
Oh, just a quick heads up. Crinkles on the warpath. He's fully AI'd out. Completely AI'd out.
Did you do something recently and he got a little fuddled?
No, he's left me alone. He's targeted other people recently. He's mostly listening in the background.
Good for him. He's branching out.
Yeah,
Wow. Wait,
so he's like completely AI though. Completely AI. So
are you telling us you have some unexplained nemesis that's out there seeking your demise?
He's seeking a lot of people's demise. This guy is going after anybody that.
Who is he?
Disagree. Crankle?
Crinkle.
I call him Crankle to piss him off.
Wait. What is his arena of authority?
He's a left-wing troll. That what he does, his worst exploits.
Wait. I asked you where his arena of authority was and why it was such a threat. In what
LeGrand,
court of law or?
He's been on here before. He comes on shows like this.
And then he gets on camera, and then he'll porn bomb with gay fecal porn.
Okay, all right. Wow.
So if you, yeah, that's it, my granddad.
All right.
What he did to a chap. What he did, the boys know him on here. Mark Kelly, they
All right.
know him
So
on,
he's
on the chat. Let me speak.
Cup of tea. You're the only good bit.
What he did, he burnt a lot of bridges between a lot of live streamers because of his antics.
Wait, you're living some fucking 1700.
Okay.
You're living some 1700 drama stream from your soap operas with some fucking weirdo who goes around doing porn shit. What is the relevance here?
Well, he tried it. He did it here more than once.
Because you asked the question, McGrandy. I was trying to
okay, I
did.
I'm ready to hear the answer.
Well, he for example, one stream I know he did it to was this one. I mean, so like, yeah, it's something we have to literally. He's not. Well, she isn't just spouting off to fucking blow hot air here. This could actually happen.
I will admit I am thankfully naive here, so I will acquiesce to you. They're based.
He's going to acquiesce.
Your paranoia.
He hasn't stopped so far.
But not to you RW, man. Dude, are you a Seventh-day Adventist?
You shut the fuck up.
Yeah? All right, I knew it. You guys are good people, man. I knew a lot of you guys.
Well, you passed the McGrandy test. You ready?
No, I've known a lot. I've known a lot of Seventh-day Adventists, and I got to tell you, man, that they're pretty honorable people, hard workers too. Hard workers. Except with your Sabbath thing, that's a little cool.
When I hear the words,
thank you, RW. I'm a Catholic, not really a good Catholic, but anyway.
Based Walshman, when you hear what words?
I couldn't remember the phrase he keeps on talking about.
Who's he?
McGrandy. He'll say the phrase in about 10 minutes now.
Acquiesce?
No. Something else. He says
Hi, English bottle cap and bottle cap James.
Happy Saturday / Sunday, Mr. Bottle Cap.
Did you guys see the? I'll drop a link in the back chat. But did you guys see the video that came out on Twitter of like a guy like being right next to a kid's head, and then he bites the kid's ear and shit, and everyone's like, "What the fuck is going on in this video?" He just got.
Yeah. So this is the UK. Sorry, RW. It's the UK.
No, go for it.
It was a snooker event. Stephen Hendry being interviewed on the BBC. On the BBC, this guy starts fiddling with this young boy's face and ear and bites his ear, and the boy.
It was weird as shit.
Fuck.
On camera. It's the most weirdest shit ever. People are on the case now. The police
bites it hard.
The police are already informed.
Like in a kinky, playful, sexy.
Oh fuck!
It's not really for YouTube, to be honest with you. It is for YouTube, but obviously you can read into it or you want to read into it. It's pretty.
What? Your Honor, Steve, what is the relevance?
Well, just for conversation's sake.
Can you stop?
Well, it's something that came out that struck me so sideways that I was like, I can't believe that there's nothing happening with this. And I just saw today that the police are actually going after this gentleman. So I was like, sweet, awesome, justice may be happening.
But basically, we were seeing child abuse live on the BBC.
Gotta get Topple out of here.
Yeah, we got Topple. We need him.
I don't think he sniffed. I don't think there's any sniffing happening.
No sniff, just bite.
Yeah, it's a different tactic.
I can get the clip. If you want the clip, I can get the clip from Twitter.
No, we don't want the clip.
It sounds inappropriate for YouTube.
It's not. It's not something comfortable to watch, really.
Thank you.
It's like Joe sniffing.
You know what?
It's completely.
It's worse than that. It's worse.
It's worse because it's physically.
Boys. Let's talk about Donald Trump and all kinds of fucking evil politics instead of fucking talking about
let's
That kind of deviant fucking behavior that's going on in
Let's talk
society.
about what
out
we
there.
want to talk about.
well, real quick.
Yeah.
I was surprised to hear that Biden was actually he gave Howard Stern an interview recently. Maybe
Really?
this past week. So
No shit.
yeah,
Do you have that?
I can't play that. That's pay to play
Oh,
type
okay.
stuff.
All right.
You know?
Is
All right.
it?
But
I
it was
see-
on.
Anyway, can you
Serious.
paraphrase
You gotta
it?
have
Did you
serious.
take notes?
Yeah, there was a very funny clip that's been clipped out where Joe Biden says he wants to debate Trump, which is obviously going to be hilarious.
Oh yeah. You know
They've
what?
already said he's not going to debate Trump,
Here's the funny thing about that.
but Joe says he is going to.
Based, you have a short memory.
Oh shit!
You have a short memory. Donald Trump refused to fucking do a second debate with Joe Biden after he crushed him on his first debate and won the election. It's the truth. If you remember history correctly, Donald Trump won't do an interview. He won't do a debate anymore because, you know.
Well,
he's
I
got
can
the-
give you an article where he said his team says he's ready to go anytime if you want.
All right, that's cool. Yeah. You know what, though? Save the article. I'll
Okay.
save you the time. And let's see what happens.
I'd
Yeah,
like to see them debate.
And guess what?
Well, they've already said they're not going to debate.
My friend
The
RW,
officials-
Donald
the
Trump
officials-
is not a friend to you guys. I got to tell you. He's
I
not
don't
your
know
friend.
him personally. I personally don't know him.
Well,
They
he's
act-
not your friend or your cause. He's not your friend.
I don't have friends in politics.
Well,
I know.
I'm just saying we have self-interest, don't we? Don't we? Don't we?
Well, I do have self-interest.
Yeah,
absolutely.
last dance. I know you're a Republican. You're probably a conservative Republican. You got your shit going on and everything else.
McBrandy-
I'm just saying we have our
McBrandy.
self-interests involved here. I'm just telling
McBrandy.
RW, Donald
Yeah.
Trump is not his friend.
McBrandy, what do you think about
Right.
the $6 billion aid going to Ukraine then?
I think it's splendid. It's about fucking time.
There we go. While
It's
your
about time.
country is literally
I'm glad to
destroying
change the
itself.
subject, by the way.
I mean,
I'll go Ukraine all day.
yeah,
because
the
I think
fentanyl,
I think the
homeless
United
problem.
States right now has failed in a
Southern
major
border.
way, and
Right,
it's
and that's all
due
you
to
can do.
to
That's
the
all you can
mismanagement of our
do is
government,
Give your taxpayers money to a foreign country. Well played.
taxpayers' money.
In a war, you can't win. Well played.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh
I
yeah,
beg
but
to
then,
differ.
but like I've said it a few times before, but it wasn't.
I beg to differ.
Let me. Okay. you've said it
You are
twice.
speaking to the
Now.
United States of America that went to war for
61 billion.
25 years. We went to war against
6,000
the whole.
million,
We're still at
6,000
war.
million
We
is
went to
basically
war for 25
money.
years, and
6,000
we went
million.
to war against an enemy that the Russians lost in 5 years.
Imagine
We
what you
lasted
did with
20 years there.
6,000 million.
We can bleed Russia far faster than they can bleed us. And I think
Yeah, that's
to
worked
use
so far,
the
isn't it?
Ukrainian conduit is probably the best thing we could ever do.
Look, Brandy, you literally.
Yes,
told
sir.
yourself-
That's it.
you literally-
I've said it.
You said a lot. You said a lot, but let me just lay a couple of things out, right? Trump's economy, Putin's economy is better now than it was before the war. The army's stronger now than it was before the war. There's a lot of shit going on. They're fully up on missiles. They got plenty of fucking guns. They got plenty of men to replace dead men. Not like Ukraine. They've got a lot of things in their favor. And you just
Lee.
you read the legacy media.
Lee,
Just
give me the
throw
horns.
Good money
There
off
you
the
go.
bad. And
There we
what
go.
you're doing, you're throwing good Ukrainian European men off the bad. You're throwing it like the money. You're throwing the men in the grinder as well. It's
Well-
disgusting.
Well, hey, Lee. Looking good there, buddy. Getting
Hello.
bushy. Getting bushy.
Hey, and it's also Sarita. Welcome to the.
Hey, Sarita.
Lee, you're muted or something, buddy.
Can't hear
Yep.
you.
Not getting anything.
Okay, Lee, what you want to do, mate, is come back in, but then reconnect your headphones before you do it, or reset your phone.
Tried turning it off.
Whoa.
Come back in, start again from afresh. Get
That
yourself
was a
connected.
nice goodbye.
Bye. Apparently, for people who aren't maybe hardwired or whatever with headphones, Welshman, can you turn up? Oh, I can turn you up, actually, Welshman. Let me try that.
What?
Yeah,
Don't
please,
do that.
please,
No, he's turned
Yeah,
up
yeah.
all the way on my end.
Hello now. What's it like now?
It's about
It's
average.
Little
It
bit
sounds
better.
as it should be.
It's low for the people who are just probably listening on speaker. It's probably very low. From headphones, it's tolerable. Lee.
One thing that Russia is doing is perfecting these drone attacks, and
It's all true.
They're
It's
doing
all
a great
true,
job
Stance.
with
It's
drone
absolutely
attacks.
true.
It's devastating on both sides. I mean, the drones.
No, it's a direct. I want us to be true about this. The blood and the hardship that we're seeing right now is directly in the hands of our representative from Georgia and Gates
Well, let's
and all of these other people
What do you want to
carry on with this fantastic fucking rebellion against government and
I know
and
you mean.
rule of order.
Let's return back to that.
These are the rebel right wing Republicans.
Last dance. He wants another
Anyway,
Afghanistan. This
I've
man
done
wants
it.
another Afghanistan. He wants
Let's
another
return-
20-year conflict. That's what he wants. He wants another 20-year conflict. That's exactly what he wants.
Let's stick to foreign here. We'll return to the domestic side.
Hello.
For
There
sure,
we go.
McGran, but
You're
what do
good.
you think?
Can I
What do you
just
think
can
about?
I just say can I just say one thing? Just one last thing on the Ukraine thing.
Please.
It's a real interesting news this week. You may see that the Ukrainians are now, if you're abroad and you're a young man and you need help from the consulate, you'll be automatically taken to Kiev and sent to the front line because they've got no soldiers. And although they've got this aid, they've just got not enough people to run it all. But
Well,
a really interesting.
they haven't had the aid.
One last thing, right? In Romania, in particular, where training's going on, there was a comment from the Telegraph from an American official who was absolutely shocked that when he saw them, they were all like 16, 17-year-olds. I mean, just think about that for a minute. 16, 17-year-olds with hardly any training put into a front line. No wonder they're running away.
Interesting. Now that probably coincides with the fact that recently it came out that the U.S. has been giving these long distance weapons. Last Dance, did you heard about this? These long range, 200 plus mile.
I heard they just gave them. I suppose I'm not really sure.
It come out that they had been covertly giving them these for months.
Well, it's not going to be covert to Russia because they're going to feel them coming in.
They have, and they've been attacking oil fields and stuff inside of Russia with weapons provided by the United States, which is most certainly inching us closer to.
I mean, think about it. These weapons, they'll do a lot of damage. They will, and oil facilities, they'll cost a lot of money, but they won't. They are not going to change the direction of the war.
Yeah, and they've been advised not to go for these oil refineries anymore because it just puts the price of oil up in Europe anyway.
What's really interesting,
as we know, it comes back third hand. The oil comes back to us third hand at a higher price. And just to add on Lee's point, this happened about 4 months ago, where they were recalling people that were in European countries and say come back. Well, it's basically been heat tube. And the European countries had said they're not going to cooperate with the Ukrainians to help bring their citizens back to Ukraine.
McGrand, you know how chess works, right? You look at the board, and then you make a move. You don't make two moves; you make one move, and then the other guy makes a move. So I don't know what you think that Russia has no way to respond to these things that we do. There are lots of ways.
Wait, what things? I need to know the chess move.
Okay, let's say giving long-range missiles to Ukraine.
Okay, so we already know there have been deep attacks into Russia so far.
drones.
And they have originated from Ukraine. There are many attacks.
No, I don't know that we knew they
they're all over the
originated from-
place, dude.
Well, we
They're all
didn't
over
know
the
they
place.
originated from Ukraine.
Drones. Dude, Crimea is their property, and everything into deep Mother Russia as well. Not deep,
The
but
general,
Moscow's been hit. There have been hits all over that area. And I ask you this. Anyway, that's my response to you. Your point.
The general
if this is an offensive war against Ukraine, Ukraine should have offensive capabilities.
Just keep on going.
Hold on,
McGrandy. The general consensus over the last couple of days in the UK with all the news reports that all of this aid that's been given, of which I think 9 billion's got to come out just to keep the country running. So it's not as much as we think anyway. But the general consensus is that they're all describing, this is not going to be the magic bullet. This is going to help. No. This is their words. Stem the Russians moving forward. So that says to me they're giving enough, because they said there won't be any more money this year because of the election in the US.
Absolutely.
You're
absolutely right.
So they're saying,
Lee,
it's stalemate. It's going to be stalemate, and just innocent people are going to keep
guess
dying.
What? Lee, I have to say, I can end this argument right now. I agree with you, Lee. I agree with you, Lee. It will be stalemate.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It will be stalemate. But guess what? We're on the flow of time here, and so be it. This is the
McGrandy. What is the outcome that you want?
This is the aspirin we needed right now.
In the meantime,
RW, to respond to that,
thousands
I
of
want
men
to see
being killed
Russia
in the meat
on its
grinder
knees
every week. Thousands of men are being killed in the meat grinder every week. Going nowhere, making 100 yards here, making a quarter mile there, making a village there, making a village there. It means fuck all. They're making no land, right? And that's
it's all no man land. And who did it, RW?
It's European
Base. Who did it? Who did it, Base? The Russians did it. They're destroying fucking Ukraine.
The amount of people that are dying, he has no thought of that at all. He just thinks let's plow more money into it. It's disgusting.
What I don't understand is
money is being wasted.
Just mathematically, we can give them all the guns and weapons we want. It will be a stalemate scenario only until they run out of men. Then that scenario is playing itself out incredibly quick.
Yes.
I was just going to say the exact same thing. It's a stalemate until Ukraine runs out of men, and then it's a.
Then it's
the end. It's the end of Ukraine.
It's the end. Yeah.
They're not going to push.
But I think long before that, I think they won't be stupid enough to. I think if they think, oh, we could go another 3 months and then we're going to lose so many men, we're going to have to. I think that's when they'll get around the negotiation table, and they're going to have to give up Crimea.
I have to remind you. All right, I
the land that's been won.
I want to give you guys some.
Let me respond to Lee. Lee, do you think that you're saying here what, like July? You're thinking that this thing's going to really have a major shift?
No, sorry. What I was saying, I didn't explain it properly, is that when Ukraine get to a point whenever that is in the year, even if it's into next year, I reckon maybe 3 months before they're thinking we're so depleted, let's get around the negotiation table before we lose even more.
Well, Lee, what do you think? Let's put a time frame on that, Lee. Give me what your opinion is. What do you think? Do you think they have the year left in a strong fight?
I hate to tell you,
I think it'll be over by the end of this. It'll be over by the end of this year.
He's asking Lee directly, and I've been wrong every time on the time. But what I haven't been wrong on is this death toll, this non-gain, this very
that's fucking Putin. No, that's Putin's fucking formula.
This World War I sort of trench warfare, and that's all it is good men after bad men are dying in the trenches.
Nah.
And
the
only resolution is to negotiate.
Let me put this scenario. No. Let me put this scenario to all of you, and it'll be interesting what each person's answer is. McGrandy, wait. McGrandy, wait.
Let me just say this. Wait. Go on. All right. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
That's all right. Go on.
Wait. 20 seconds. That's it. The Ukrainians realize their precarious position. They have retreated from defensive positions. They are abandoning trench lines. They are They are abandoning 2-year-old fucking foxholes and trench lines.
Yep.
They are withdrawing. They are massing, and
Yep.
on borders to farther away, and it's a direct result of our inability to fucking provide them with the fucking weapons they
Ridiculous.
need.
This is ridiculous.
And that
They're
is
running out
it.
of men.
That's where we
They're
are
running-
right now, boys.
This is
So go
ridiculous.
ahead, have at it.
Last dance. Okay, so
Right,
last
okay.
dance. And
I
everyone
wanna-
else. Wait there, leader. He's literally saying the only problem is money, right, and weapons. That's what he's basically saying. He said manpower aren't the problem. We know manpower are a problem because I can factually tell you now that they've officially said 31,000 are dead, but they're trying to recruit 500,000. Why would you need 500,000 people if you already lost 31,000 in 2 years? It's embarrassing. The way this is
It's
done.
not embarrassing.
Men.
They're
It's men.
abandoning
Yeah,
this
I mean,
position to
It's men.
maintain
They're running out
effective
of Ukrainian
manpower
men.
later on.
They're running out of Ukrainian men. You don't quite understand, do you?
Are you saying the 31,000 is false number?
Oh, fucking hell.
It's probably
at one
accurate.
point,
Yeah,
like on a milk and white bread show like CBS Sunday Morning,
They
were even
say
talking-
100,000.
They
say
were
like-
saying like
You
some
leave
of these
Jane alone, dude.
young conscripts who are having 2 weeks, not conscripts, young recruits for Ukraine who have 2 weeks of training, had like a 6-hour survival window.
What bullshit?
Once
like
they're
Bush is
deployed
training.
into the war zone. Now, this was on like regular news, dude. It wasn't like some fringe
Right.
website or anything.
And the thing is, Steve, even
let-
legacy,
let me-
even legacy. Let me just finish one. I'll close up then. But even legacy media, because this connection with Steve, what Steve just said, have even admitted crazy numbers, like much more than the 31 that he admits. So they've been saying like 150,000, 100,000, 120,000, 90,000. This is legacy media. So if they're saying 3-4 times the amount that they're officially sort of announcing, right? Then we know the numbers are skewed.
This
Terrible.
this
Yes,
is
please,
all
sorry.
a horrendous fucking endeavor that we're experiencing right now.
You just want
It's
to
probably one of the worst ones in our lifetime.
Right, let me
that
put
we
my
will see.
question to
As
everyone.
far as human
Let me put my-
casualties, we are talking about like World War II
Yes, Lee.
scales. Okay,
McGrandy,
Yes.
McGrandy, hang on.
Fucking
Right, let me put my McGrandy. I gave you the floor. Please do reciprocate,
course.
please.
Of course, buddy.
Right, I'm going to put this question, and I would start with Steve's answer, last dance, RW, and then obviously McGrandy and Welshman, because I want you to think about what I'm about to tell you. Right. Let's say everything goes swimmingly well for the Ukraine, and they start pushing Russia back at an alarming rate. At this point, Putin's thinking, I can't lose face. So he decides, bearing in mind that he knows that Ukraine is not part of the EU, is not a part of NATO, to just drop a small 1 kiloton nuclear attack missile into the field, killing thousands of troops. You are America. Smokesteve, how do you react?
We don't do shit.
Well,
That's what we do.
We make a lot of noise. but
Well,
we don't do shit.
And then what happens?
McGrandy, you need to mute him. You need to mute him.
Hopefully
He's
the
literally going
wind
against
is
everything
blowing
we just
out
said.
of
I want to hear what. I want to hear what. It's
And it
RW's
fucking
turn. I want to
blows
know
it.
what RW thinks.
That's just
McGrandy,
ridiculous.
hold on.
I didn't get
answer
Steve's
yet.
answer.
You didn't get Steve's answer. Steve,
When it comes down to it, this is a difficult hypothetical because I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does happen, our response should be incredibly measured and very muted, because this is essentially, you're asking me about the start of the end of the world with a nuclear device being used in war.
over a country that was only developed in 1991.
So I think
the reason. Go on.
our
Yeah, go on.
response should be essentially sanctions and basically horrendous, disgust, things of that nature. Obviously, there'll be pumping of chests and moving of missiles and setting up fucking bases here, there, and everywhere to show that this is it. But scary stuff, dude. Yeah. Scary stuff.
So the reason I put that question to you, go on, last dance. Sorry, go on. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think one. We talk about the how realistic that is. At one point, the U.S. Seriously considered that as a possibility. That Russia, if they were, when the Ukraine did their initial counter action and pushed Russia back, there was a serious thought given that Russia would use tactical nuclear weapons. So it's not out of the question, and so it's realistic to bring that up. And I think what we'll do is, we'll do what Smokesteve said. We'll make a lot of noise, but we won't do anything militarily or otherwise.
RW?
I'll just go quick, McGranny. The just response is not for us to launch any nukes in retaliation. I'm mostly in agreement with Steve and Dance. Major withdrawal of finance and business as much as possible. The hard part is you have corporations that work so close together that they can't exactly cut ties or they cripple themselves. So, I mean, it's not our job exactly to respond to everything. I don't understand why we have the mindset where it's our job to do that. So yeah, I don't. If we launch a volley, we are worse than them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the best I can answer.
There's a very good point at the end there. Basically, I'd agree with all above. Don't react stupidly. It's not a NATO country, and shouldn't.
Is it my turn?
You're up next.
All right, so
You're on, McGrandy. Good.
All right, Lee, can you repeat the question?
Okay, so if with all this aid, the Ukraine out of the blue managed to start pushing Russia back at an alarming rate, and Putin sat there thinking,
nuclear weapon.
I'm just going to drop just a 1 kiloton attack nuclear on the battlefield, not in a major city, but on the battlefield to eliminate thousands of soldiers in one go.
What
would you do?
That's a different question than before, but I see your.
No, it wasn't.
I see your sympathy to the Russians, by the way.
Question.
But I'll answer that. You know what I would do? I would fucking hit them with everything I have. I would have the 7th Fleet fucking. You know why? Because they're using a dirty bomb. And that's what you're describing.
So you would
wait.
You would create a thermonuclear war.
You're not letting me finish, are you? You're not letting me finish.
Go for it.
You're all right.
So you're going to take
you're
the 7th
fucking
Fleet.
scary looking, dude. So here's what we got. If in that scenario, that timeline, I would respond with fucking ultimate fucking force, but I would also have my State Department talking to them on the back channels, saying, if you don't fucking back down, we are going to fucking crush your ass. And that's what I would do.
And
I
then
would
we
play
become
politics.
What
And
do
I
you
would
mean
do
by
my
force?
job as the president.
He said ultimate force, didn't he? Didn't he say ultimate force, which is only one thing for me?
No,
Yeah.
I
What did
would
you mean
not
by that?
use nukes. I would not use nukes. We've
You
got
said
enough
ultimate
fucking
force.
conventional
Good.
weapons. We can take out. Look, they fucking used a fucking limited nuclear weapon, not us. That means they have a delivery issue.
But
I would
I
fucking
don't know.
strike them.
I don't think. I don't think.
Anyway.
Fucking,
My answer.
I don't think Putin would respond.
No,
well
Putin's
to
a
threat.
pussy.
I
Putin
don't
is
think
a
so.
pussy when it comes down to it.
I
He's
don't
ready
think
to
so.
bleed his
Yeah, but
own
Mike,
men.
the reason for our question was this. I was thinking about that very fact this week, right? And I thought, so that would
he's a
also say
pussy?
to me, because I'm in agreement. You
the
couldn't
bigger
return because
question. Yeah,
you'd
okay.
you'd start a whole nuclear. What would be the end of it? So you've got to then think logically. Ultimately, right? If it came absolutely in the corner, Russia got the advantage because they know that they could do that. And no matter what aid we've sent, nuke the battlefield, get away with it.
We wouldn't stand
And
with
we
it.
would, because we wouldn't react with nuclear missiles, would we? We just wouldn't. We'd start a global thermonuclear war. It'd be the end of us.
Here's what we would do. We would do nothing. But you know what would happen? That shit. Hopefully the wind is right because of the fucking Russian incompetence and their fucking stupidity. Thank goodness Mike is nowhere near codes. Anyway, that was good. I don't know who that is, but so be it.
Gerald. He's all right.
Anyway, here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Here's the beautiful thing about nuclear weapons, okay, and European geography. They're all fucking in one place. You cannot use nukes in Europe. They will fuck everybody up.
Like California.
Just look what happened in Chernobyl.
Like
They
California.
fucked up the milk
Yeah, but
production in fucking West Germany for fucking 5 years.
What about
New York? So sue them.
Or use a fusion bomb.
I'm just saying, he gave a scenario, and I'm saying anybody who has any knowledge, and guess what? Putin is a dick, but I do not think I do not think the Russians are stupid people.
I think a
and
dick
they
is a better
understand
description than a pussy.
They understand what's going on.
Well put, Steve.
Last time.
All right.
What's the population of California, mate?
Do you think the Russians are so fucking stupid that they would fucking go to a doomsday scenario? It has not happened so far.
Okay.
All your little fucking fear mongering bullshit.
I think it's a possibility.
Happened.
I think it's a.
No,
I think it's a possibility because if you look,
because they have shown, they have shown they will fold. They have shown they will fold.
Why is it a possibility, Lee? They're winning.
All we have to do, Lee, is stay strong.
McGrandy,
stay strong. And understand that
McGrandy,
Putin is fucking sucking on a big one.
You can sit there in the comfort of your home and say all we've got to do is stay strong, but you're not on the front line with drones dropping bombs on you and bloody shells and everything. You know, let's get realistic here.
It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. I'm not on the front line, but you know what, Lee? Neither are you.
McGrandy, please.
And neither is.
But I'm not saying stay strong. I'm not saying stay strong, McGrandy. What I'm saying is get round the fucking peace table and sort this out.
Peace table does not work when you're dealing with a fucking maniac.
No,
I want to remind you of one of your greatest fucking patriots. He's a cousin of mine.
Pointless.
Churchill's mother was an American.
And I think there's compromise, McGrandy. I think that even a powerful man wants something.
Churchill's mother was an American, and he understood. You cannot compromise with the beast. It's that simple, boys. I got to tell you.
You drink like Churchill, so you definitely have that in you.
No, but God, look at me.
You look good.
I am not as portly, dude. I've been doing the gym, dude.
Man.
McGrandy.
I'm adding weight.
McGrandy, please.
I'm adding weight and losing weight. You know what I mean, Steve?
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yes, I can hear you.
Go ahead. 39 million is the population of California, by the way.
What is this name?
39 million. You asked what the population of California.
Yes. So when he was talking
mostly illegals.
When he was talking about geography, we all know McGrandy and geography doesn't go hand in hand. But even so, we mentioned about Europe, and you can't put a nuclear weapon in Europe. Well, just to give you a heads up, like, you know, I mean, the population of California at 25 million would 39 million would cater for about, I would suggest, at least half the countries in Europe alone. And I don't know what it is in New York, but it's going to be around about 20-30 million in tents, like, you know, not wide open. And, you know, once again, that would cater for a very large portion of the population in Europe, just in those two populated areas of America. So it wouldn't work anywhere, just to give you the heads up.
Absolutely. You're right. God forbid. I was just indicating that you guys have a higher density than we do, but you're right. Nuclear war is never a good idea anywhere.
We don't. We literally got countries like Belgium with like 2 million people, Luxembourg with like 500,000 people. We've got loads of these Liechtensteins that have.
I know. You know what though, BW? You got to think about topography. Topography is important, especially with nuclear blasts. There's all kinds of valleys and caves and different ways that people can survive.
I don't know why do you think Russia would hesitate because of what it might do to other Europeans.
Well, unfortunately, the Russian. I almost said it. I fell back into my old Soviet Union thing there, but the reality is Russia is fucking bankrupt. They have.
Yeah, but you got also. Can I just say when we're talking about nuclear missiles, there is a different range of them. So that's why I said like a one kiloton doesn't give off much radiation. Devastating, but it wouldn't ruin Europe in terms of any radiation floating in the sky or anything.
He's moved the goalposts.
Lee, I'd love to come back to that. Can I respond to him first, and I'll come back to that.
You've moved the goalposts.
All right.
You moved them across.
Russia has one export, one means of cash, and it's oil. That's it.
Mhm.
And timber, maybe. They're working their North Korean connections.
And gas.
And
loads of gas.
Yeah,
They've got loads of
gas and oil. It's all petroleum. It's all petroleum.
Can you tell me why they didn't put sanctions on crude oil as well as refined oil? Tell me why.
Yeah, there's the loophole.
It's an easy one, isn't it? Is it why didn't they put the restrictions on oil?
Once again,
allowing crude to come out.
Once again, we are wavering on the subject, Your Honor.
No, we're not. No, we're not. That's actually a really important question to ask and answer.
What is that? What is the question?
Well, France. I think I might have told you a couple of weeks ago. France, since the beginning of this year, spent $600 million on crude oil from Russia. But the loophole is there's the oil.
Okay.
If you turn it into crude oil, you can still buy it. What really winds me up is you've got Macron going around Europe making out he's the big hawk, and we're going to fight. Let's put troops on the ground. This, that, and yet he's still buying oil off them. He's a hypocrite.
All right. So here's
so
the beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing of this argument that you didn't allow me to finish, Lee, and you didn't allow me to finish BW either. And that is, what is the issue? And I said it was petroleum.
Yes,
and you're absolutely right. You are both absolutely right.
When you said it was me anyway, but when
Europe is starved. Europe is starved.
The point is, they made this
natural energy. They do not have their own natural energy.
McGriff,
they are importers.
They made this sanction that seemed like, oh wow, they're hitting them where it hurts.
Yeah.
No refined, oil, right? No refined anything, but crude was still a lot.
Yeah.
So in reality,
they haven't done anything. They haven't done nothing.
And the other thing is, don't forget, as we've discussed in the past, right? The other thing is, it's advantageous to the United States and countries in Europe, by the way, that this war is dragged out because they're all making money behind the scenes in their millions. But what's very interesting is the oil companies are making exceptional profits. Now, when you bear in mind the United States has just given them, what is it, 60-odd billion pounds? Your oil companies are making trillions. So it's just a drop in the ocean to give Ukraine these few billions of pounds. It's just unreal. First of all,
I would challenge you on that.
You've also got now, through liquid gas, the United States have now got 67% of the market in the whole of Europe. You're making so much money.
Hallelujah. That is exactly what I was telling you earlier. It is the American fucking rescue plan.
Okay,
I told you guys this months and
why have
years
they got
ago.
67% of the liquid gas, mate, Lee? Why have they got 67% of the liquid gas? Can you give me the answer to that?
Yeah, I think there was a pipeline blown up by the Americans.
All right. Can I have 20 seconds, you British fucking Looney Tunes?
You haven't fucking stopped, mate. You haven't stopped.
All right. So, Cheniere Energy was originally developed as an import port in Louisiana. And it was designed to
what was that?
Take Cheniere Energy. It was
Cheniere. I don't understand.
Yeah, Cheniere, CHINE.
Ukraine.
It was on the Gulf of Mexico. It was in
Cheniere.
Louisiana, and it was designed originally to have an import facility for NGO, or liquid natural gas. But because of the breakthroughs that occurred, this is a fucking 20, 15-year-old history I'm giving you guys. Okay? It changed American energy policy. Within that period of time, the pipelines that were in place for the fucking import ended up becoming export facilities because of the opening of the fracking. All the fracking happened. And fucking natural gas was flowing. Natural gas was flowing. Natural gas was flowing to Europe. It was flowing to Europe. And the dependence that you're discussing right now on American natural gas and LNG gas, which is frozen in transport, is
I have a question
is a
for McGrandy,
long-term fucking strategy that has been realized. Anyway,
my question, McGrandy, for
now
you
check
is,
me out. Go ahead, buddy.
McGrandy, what is your view of forgiveness?
I think we should forgive all the time, buddy.
Okay. How does that relate to your view of Russia?
Well, I think as long as Russia is an enemy, we should fight them with full vigor. But once they become our friends, we should accept them as such.
Okay. I just feel like if we're meant to forgive, it should affect our worldview to a point. Because if all the other soldiers and all the other men of the world are basically just commoners like us, we can't really.
You know what?
Go after them.
Well, my friend RW, you know that our Creator does not make us responsible for the actions of others. We are simply witnesses in the world that He has provided us with.
Oh my God.
RW, the problem you've got here is this person many times has expressed joy.
Wait, this person?
The drones are blowing up Russians mainly, and he seems to think like 6 months ago it was a different story, and he thinks they're blowing up to bits and it's fucking brilliant and all that. Like anyone that could glorify men being blown to smithereens in some sort of dystopian AI flying drone fucking sick
AI. You know what?
And
you are a sick person, BW.
No,
that is not fair. That is not fair characterization of me at all.
That's exactly
that is not fair at all.
Occasions.
My point.
It was on this channel. It was on this channel, so I'm sure other people listen to it.
Well, before we go too deep, my point is, I think the negotiation table is not a foolish idea. I think it's a wise idea. If you have the view of Putin as being a dick or whatever you want to call him, I would think that even a dick wants something, and I would think that the Russian people don't actually want to fight in a war.
They don't want that any more than you do.
Why should you glorify it?
They don't want it any more than you do. They are all fucking. The beautiful thing is the Russian people are beautiful people. They are they're all victims of their own government.
You know who said something similar to what you just said, RW, was the Pope. I just read a statement he released about war in general, and he didn't mention anything specific, but he said oftentimes a negotiated ending is better than a long, drawn-out ending with similar results, you know? So what's, like if the results are going to be what they're going to be, or is it going to take forever, why not just expedite the results? Come up with yes.
It's almost like abortion, dude. You can't fuck with God's will. Even the Pope doesn't know.
You're way
Why
off,
is it God's will?
This is nothing. This is the folly of man.
He's invoking the Pope. So I'm
I was just talking about what the Pope said.
Oh,
but
okay.
I agree with that statement from the Pope. I mean, he's right. A negotiated ending that can save a lot of lives,
Steve?
that can save a lot of destruction.
You know why,
and
Steve?
That could be
because you're impatient. You're impatient.
No, you're wrong, Steve. That's the wrong thing to say about me. I'm sick of it. I don't want to see these people dying in mass.
My friend, I'm sick of it too.
McGrandy, what do you
You
think?
want more of it. You want more of it.
Suppose we give Ukraine all the funding they want. What do you think will happen?
You know what? You know what's
Exactly.
amazing to me
Exactly, man.
here's what's amazing to me.
Stretch it out
It's
longer and longer.
Yeah, think about it. Think
No,
about it before you
I'll
answer it.
do 30 seconds for you, Steve.
No,
I'll
I
do
mean,
soundbite.
what I'm saying is,
All right,
the
here's
war,
what I'm
the
saying.
more money,
Here's
the
what I'm
more-
saying.
The more
We went
length of the war.
25 years of war in America. And we're at about fucking 4 years
He
a bunch
wants
of
another
Ukrainians
Afghanistan.
dying.
He
And we
wants
didn't
another
fucking care
Afghanistan.
about Americans dying in fucking Afghanistan and in fucking Iraq. And now all of a sudden we're here to fucking finance a fucking
numbers
war
are through
against
the
our
roof.
other
numbers-
mortal
the num-
enemy.
The
And
numbers
we're
are through the
fucking
roof, mate.
dancing around it and acting like little bitches.
We're talking
That's
about
it.
half,
I'm sorry.
We're talking
That's
about
it.
500,000 people.
Maybe-
We're not talking about 4,000 men or 5,000 men. We're talking 500,000 people.
Yeah, and maybe we learned something.
not our
from fault.
responsibility.
Maybe we learned something,
Of
McGrath.
course it's your
You can't just say we did that stupid thing for 20 years.
Yeah.
Why?
I-
What do you want us to
I-
do? Another stupid thing for 20
I,
years?
I hear you. I
Yes.
hear you, dude.
Exactly.
I hear
That's
you.
what they
I
want.
hear you.
That's what they want.
But
It's a good money
I
maker
hear you.
scheme.
I hear you, Steve. But
And he's drunk
I'm
the
the old
Kool-Aid.
man
He's drunk
here.
all that
I'm the
Kool-Aid,
old man
man.
here.
He's on
I'm the
board.
one with the
He's on board.
fucking weak knee. I'm the one that fucking suffered through the fucking
He's a
times.
neo-colonialist.
And I want to give you fucking strength to fucking stay the way. Fucking have
way, though?
fucking
Like,
faith
we're
in
disagreeing
what's
with
right.
wanting to finance war. We're most of
We're
the
not
panel here
financing
disagree with
war. We're fucking financing our survival in the end.
Right.
Oh,
I don't
it's
see
In my
that.
opinion.
Are
anyway.
you
Our
you're
survival.
survivor? No
Our
way.
survival.
No
It's
way.
literally just clickbait. It's like nonsense stuff.
How much money do you think it will take for Ukraine? Let's suppose that it's carte blanche. Ukraine gets whatever they want. How much money do you think it'll
They
take for
cannot.
Ukraine?
They cannot win. They cannot.
How much
win.
money do you think it'll take for Ukraine for them to retake Crimea?
Are they going to forward it to Russia and buy it back for them, or like what are you talking about?
Here's what it comes down to, Last Dance. It's a question of leadership.
Okay.
And obviously,
how's
and
that
obviously,
going to get Crimea?
and obviously, our buddy Biden does not have the strength.
Loosely using the term.
He's my friend anyway.
But last
He does not have the strength. And
that's
he's
that
dancing.
example.
He's dancing the
Last
dance.
that example you just gave about
if-
McGrandy, just hold on. If that example you just gave about Crimea is a really interesting one, because like you were just saying, if you threw all the money at Ukraine, they could have whatever they wanted. I think that's when my hypothetical scenario of a nuke hitting Ukraine could actually happen, because there is no way on this earth, even if the Ukraine managed to push the Russians back to the border, that they're going to give the Crimea up. Now, even the population in Russia might not agree with the war, but they do believe that Crimea belongs to the motherland, and they would fight to the end for that. It's well known.
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Crimea, you have two ways to get shit in there. And one is a land bridge that's actually, I think, has been severed. And the other is the bridge. So, good for you. And every naval target in Crimea is an open target for drones. It's an absolute no wait
Yeah,
wait
but let's
it's an
go
absolute
back to the original question, McGrandy. How much do you think it would take?
Wait, Lee, let me you open the door here, so let me step through it. The whole thing of
No, you
this
just keep going
war.
off different tangents.
No, it's the truth about what's going on. It'll help you understand. It'll help you understand. It will help you understand.
No, it won't. It's nothing else to understand what you said,
all right,
really.
all right.
To be fair.
So we are dealing.
I
in
think
a
I
new
do
age
understand
of
already.
warfare. You can have a friggin' fucking
Okay, let me
a T-72 tank be destroyed by a fucking $600 fucking drone.
Well, no,
That
a
is what
tank
we
like
are
that-
looking at.
tank
The
like that
whole
looks for
fucking
money.
scenario of warfare has
That
changed.
goes both ways. That goes both ways. But remember, you found out not long ago, because it was on a live, that in Crimea, Russian is more spoken than Ukrainian. You will go, don't be so stupid, don't be so stupid. We googled it out, and guess what? It was right. I mean,
Well, that's
they're
cool.
Not gonna, they're,
So,
they're not going to
so
give
if a
up
person
Crimea.
needs to buy tomatoes in Crimea, they need to
Hey,
speak
Donna.
Russian more than the Ukrainian. Okay,
No,
I'll give you that there,
It
base.
just proves it proves your ignorance when you think
I
that
love you.
wouldn't be the
Well,
case at
my
all. And
ignorance is
turns out, yes.
profound. I am extremely ignorant, but I'm
I
not
know.
stupid like you
Well,
are and bound
that comes
by
with
your
ignorance,
fucking.
mate. That comes with ignorance.
Ad hominem boys, come on.
That
No,
comes with
You know
no.
what?
He's bound by his dogma.
You know what the
I am
equation
not.
is?
Triggered?
Here's the equation. Here's the equation that's underlying everything. And this was put forward by Obama in 2014. He said Ukraine is a core interest of Russia in a way that it is not of the United States. That fact was true during Obama's time. It was true during Trump's time. It's true during Biden's time, and it will always be true because it's a fact.
Can
And
you put in
that's what
different
you
words
see.
though? What does that mean?
Well,
That they're
I
interested in
cannot
being fair?
deny that. That
It
is
means that we'll
simple
pay a
logic.
few dollars to keep things a stalemate, but we're
Yeah.
never going to do
We're
what
going
it
to get
takes.
involved. We're never going
We're
to get
never going to
involved.
do what it takes to
I get it.
cause Russia to go crazy, basically.
Yeah, I actually fucking have to agree with you, man. I don't think we have the balls to do that.
And I'm glad we don't.
I'm not
We
sure it's
shouldn't.
about balls.
It's about
No.
core interests.
No, it's
Exactly,
not about
exactly.
balls. It's maybe it is about balls, but you got to make him fucking scared, man.
You sound like some crazy leader, talking about bulls and stuff all the time, and originally saying like ultimate force. It's just stupid talk.
It's not stupid at
Ultimate
all.
ball force.
Ultimate
It's-
warrior.
It's
There you go. They're dangerous.
nah, I'm no warrior. It's
a wrestler.
about
Ultimate
logic, dude.
warrior.
It's about knowledge of history. You cannot give in to these bitches.
I can't, no, wait there.
Yeah,
Wait
And
there.
even if you have to be a profound idiot like your leader,
Brand,
Donald Trump.
You know what negotiation is?
Clearly you're not an
It's
idiot.
when
though.
I know what
everybody gives-
negotiation is.
Everybody gives in a little.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah,
what?
compromise.
But even more about negotiation is you have to fucking deal from a
Okay.
position of strength.
Okay,
You have to
McGrandy.
deal from a
McGrandy.
position of strength.
Okay, McGrandy, right? You keep on calling him an idiot. Now, just to
I'm not calling you an idiot at all.
No.
I think you're like mentally ill,
Wait there,
but that's okay.
Wait there. You keep on calling
That's
Putin,
better.
You keep on calling Putin an idiot, right? Okay, fair enough. Let me just explain to you. Every year, Putin has a press conference with the world's media, and he answers questions for 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Biden,
You know what?
Biden can't answer questions for fucking 50 seconds. He answers them for 5 hours.
God
And
damn.
it's open. It's open.
You know
They
what?
can ask any question.
Wait.
Calling this
They-
lunatic.
Yeah,
Base,
let me tack
An
on to
idiot.
base.
You can call him a lunatic, but you can't call him an idiot. He's not an idiot.
Let me tack on to that.
No, he's not an idiot, not by far.
No, he's
there
not
were
an
some
idiot.
speeches.
He's
There
not
were
an
some
idiot.
speeches that
You say it.
he did okay through the content of the speech, but in some instances he starts to walk off. He comes back. He addresses reporters after, and Biden does look off in those scenarios. I'll give you that in like the State of the Union at some points he looked good, but you can't only take that.
I'll
You
have what
can't
she's
only
having.
Trina Chrome.
I don't think he did that. It's anything other than good coaching and studying and a little bit of luck for the old man. But
You know what?
I
guys?
think there are scenarios where he does come off as confused, old,
Yeah, but
borderline pre like getting to that point where you would say, the old man's getting a little old, just kind of let it go, no big deal. But he's the president. There's a little bit of an issue.
He looks like that guy off Star Wars walking, doesn't he? That robot.
Oh boy.
Fucking
All right.
really-
You know what? I want to throw out an academic challenge to you guys. RW, I hope you have a pen ready.
I got you, bro.
Okay. It's
The pen is
called
mightier.
The Long Walk by Edgar Snow. The
Not Edgar
Long Walk by Edgar Snow. It's the story of an American journalist that ended up in China before Mao Zedong took control of China. And he actually stayed with this guy for like 12 years. And it included the devastation of the fucking Communist Party in China, and they had to go off into the desert. And this might be sort of interesting for you, RW. They went off into the desert and they reorganized.
The Gobi?
And then the Japanese invaded China. So this is like 1930s. Mao, Long Walk, Edgar Snow. Anyway, you can check this out later.
Do you watch
Talking about
It's a fascinating book. I read it when I was like 14, 15 years old. And I became a communist. I became a communist, RW. Oh, I did.
Good
I
job.
want you to read this book.
I all of a
It
sudden
is
don't have much
fascinating
interest.
and liberating.
All right, cool. Commie Book Club coming to an end.
Talking about China, what do you think? Just staying in that country for a minute, with everything that is going on in terms of Ukraine and Israel, and Iran, of course, and how do you pronounce the leader of China? Is it Xi or Chai? Is it?
I have no idea.
I forget how you
Chi.
Yeah. What Chi? Well, anyway, he did a speech last year saying that Taiwan will become part of China, and its history is that it was always part of China. Anyway, that's his excuse. But it's very interesting with the way things are going in the world that you would think this would be a good time to strike, because he says he's going to do it. He's choosing in his time that they are going to be incorporated.
No way. Xi will never fucking risk that.
For China to go into Taiwan.
He's still consolidating power. He's still consolidating power. It's been a fucking
I'm just saying. That's what I want to know. It's
program for him consolidating power. He got Hong Kong. Dude, the guy's got Hong Kong.
Okay,
Nobody talks about Hong Kong anymore. This guy has fucking... He's got his navy. He's not going to fucking fuck with Taiwan.
McGrandy, please.
Go ahead.
Are you joking? He's going to take it one day.
So when Lee turns
I would
around
say
and says
within...
they're going to strike, let me just add this. They don't need to strike. They're going to take over anyway. They have got no need to strike. It's just going to happen. If it takes 10 years, it takes 10 years.
Are you talking about ideology or economy or what?
No, we're talking about
he's talking about
the patience of the Chinese people.
They're going to take over by investing.
He's saying that if it takes 100 years, they will do it.
Are you saying they're going to do it? Explain how they're going to do it. So you don't think they will need to land any infantry on the shores at all? No.
So what I would suggest they're going to do, they're going to if things have bullets have fired, it'll be done on a much more slower basis and over a period of time. They'll just
but don't forget if they do
increments.
But America but America has committed to protecting them. So if China tries to invade, Biden has said they will protect them. They're going.
If I might add, there is an active effort. There is an active effort by the United States government to reinforce its South Pacific friggin' areas of interest and territories. There are islands that are stationed in Marines on them.
Can I just ask Welsh?
There is an outbuild. There is an outbuild.
Can I just ask what?
Wait,
in the South
Pacific. Are you saying? Are you Welsh? Are you saying that it will just happen naturally then over time in terms of culture? They're just mold them in without having to do anything. I'm not saying that's wrong, Welsh. It's just interesting.
So, like if you notice, they're building islands in the southern Chia, and they're building bases on these islands. They're permanent. Slowly but surely, little bit by little bit, they'll be taking control away, and in the end, they'll basically just walk in. That's what's going to happen.
Right.
I'm
That's
not walking in.
That's
Right.
what I believe will happen.
What about
And-
TikTok?
Because they
Then
they
what do
don't
the United
need- they
States
don't
do?
need-
Because
they'll do fuck
but
all.
what do the United States do? Because if they walked in and
I know
then there's a
make
group of
statements,
people
but
going,
they can change that statement, can't they?
Excuse
yeah,
me.
they could. Yeah, America just go, well, it's happened, and hard luck, we can't do anything
I
about
have
it.
to point
I
out.
suppose.
I have to point out that the last enemy that China has ever fought in a war was Vietnam.
And
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Yes.
but,
No,
Yeah,
wait,
what you're
wait. Let me point this out. Vietnam is now a U.S. ally, and the same general that kicked our fucking ass in Vietnam, crushed the fucking Chinese. You guys need to look this up. Chinese got pissed off because Vietnam invaded fucking Cambodia and they got rid of the Khmer Rouge. They got rid of Pol Pot. They put an end to that nonsense. And Pol Pot was a protege of fucking China. So, well, Mao was dead by then, but yeah,
Can I
the
ask-
other
can I
guys.
ask an
He
open
was a Maoist.
So wait. Let me give you the history. So here's what's going on. China fucking got pissed off. They invaded, and General Giap,
Maddie's here.
the fucking
Maddie.
same general that fucking
What up, Maddie?
crushed. He fucking led the fucking assault on Quezon against the American Marines, and he's the fucker one that killed the fucking French. That fucker held off at the fence, and he bled the fucking Chinese, and he was the only one to fucking. And they left. They left Vietnam. So Vietnam is now an ally of ours, and
Oh, wow.
yeah. So
I'm
They're
saying
not.
body
They're
James.
not
don't
that
fuck
kind
with
of an
them.
ally.
Pardon
Yeah.
me.
They are not that kind of an ally.
Well,
They are friendly with the U.S., but they're not an ally like other countries.
well,
are.
you know what?
Like the UK.
I'm
Not even close.
I'm just giving you history, Last Dance. I'm not
Okay,
familiar about
how many-
the
how many
if I
of the
can
panel
kiss her
players-
hand or kiss her face. But
last dance,
I'm
you
just
Irish?
saying that the realities are the realities, and that is Vietnam
RW?
and
Anyone-
all
anyone
of
Irish?
all of those countries in Southeast Asia. By the way,
Yeah, anyone-
all those countries in Southeast Asia are
Are you Irish,
resistant
Steve?
Chinese dominance
No,
because
I'm not.
they have
I'm
been
not-
subjected to that for fucking thousands of years.
What was
I
that?
have I am about 50-50 between Britain,
Okay. Well-
England and Ireland.
Well, this is huge news in the UK at the moment. The police
shit.
in Ireland basically went out and attacked locals with pepper sprays and batons.
Oh my God, the Irish! Now you're going after the Irish?
And yeah, it was to do with a migrant establishment
Those fucking migrants.
moving in like 300 migrants into a little village.
Oh
And,
Jesus!
But it's happening all over Ireland at the moment. But yeah, it's I don't know, Lee. I don't know if you've heard much about
Base.
that.
I did.
Base,
I saw some of the news tonight, and it's becoming quite a big story actually, because it's not like you say, Welshman. It's not just one village; it's spreading throughout the whole of Ireland. They've just had enough. All the local amenities are under stress. Schools, this, that, plus obviously the money that's involved, and yeah, it's not good.
You guys are such fuck. I cannot believe you guys.
Do you know what?
You guys are so
McGrandy, just so you know the geography, when you said, "Oh, you guys going after them," remember Ireland, right? Is nothing to do with the United Kingdom. It's part of Europe. It's their own country. We're not doing it. They're doing it. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying they're doing it. We're not doing it.
But here's the funny thing: you guys are English. You hate the fucking Irish. So what the fuck do you care? It's a convenient excuse for you guys.
We know the form with him in geography.
I know you do. I know you do.
Well,
I apologize. I did not want to infer ignorance on my part, but but
let me tell you.
saying,
Sorry, in terms of,
I'm just
in
saying,
terms
you
of the
guys
relationship, in terms of the relationship with the Irish, every Englishman is going good on them because we don't seem to have the balls to do it. Whereas Ireland are like, we've had enough from out on the streets, and we're telling you we don't want any more. Good on them.
Well,
But the
you
thing
know
is,
what?
it's
You know what, you guys?
this was
I,
the
you know,
flashpoint. But like I said, it's all
I've
over
got,
Ireland at the moment.
I've got my limited knowledge of history. I have to show my sympathy to you guys.
Geography,
No. This is a wonderful opportunity to talk to you guys across the open ocean, man. You imagine how long it would take me to cross the ocean and talk to you. So this is a wonderful opportunity for me.
You can check your globe,
and
then,
even
you could check geography,
URW
then, check your globe out.
might take me 2 days on my bicycle, but here's what I'm saying.
I believe in you.
You boys,
Okay, please stop.
I share
don't want you to go through this,
share
don't
your
worry.
concerns.
Please, someone else.
I
talk.
share your concerns.
Steve's got a topic.
Please.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, have you guys in the UK heard? I hear somebody here in the chat said that it's spilling over to Oxford now. These campus and university protests that are happening.
Yeah.
That appear to be possibly pro-Palestinian. I guess would be the most.
Very much so. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The tea towel mafia. I thought.
Wait. I think this is a frail subject to even consider.
Why?
Frail? No, it's not. It's very
no. The Palestinian thing. I think it's opportunistic.
Okay.
No, I'm not covering that. I'm covering what just happened the other night in Boston at Emerson University, Harvard University.
I'll show you something from Cardiff.
So you were recognizing people's protests about the hardships that people are going through in Palestine.
No, but here's the thing.
Mass arrests?
There's a difference between a protest and breaking the law.
Anyway.
Protests that break the law are no longer protests. And that goes in both directions, whether it's about Palestine, whether it's about Trump,
absolutely,
whether it's about an election, or whether it's about Black Lives Matter. That if you break the law, it's no longer a protest.
So what happened that violated
Steve, I've just put in the back
the
chat.
First
There's
Amendment?
A link from my
What happened?
One second, Randy, I'll tell you.
What happened? What
really
happened
good it is.
that violated the
in my
First
hometown,
Amendment?
it did, Steve.
McGrandy, my understanding to the answer of that is that they were illegally encamping on the premise, and they were told to leave at a certain period of time, or there would be police action. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone on the panel?
You're not wrong. Furthermore, encampment on these campuses at these particular places then became trespassing because it is not allowed, and failure to leave under an order meant that it is arrestable. So if
under
you
two orders,
to leave
actually,
after they told you to leave, which they gave them ample time, and now on top of that, there were at points, and it's recorded, anti-Semitic things said. I'm not going to repeat them, although many newscasters did today. They have the protection of video that I don't have. So if I say what these protesters were saying, somebody could just clip that and say this is what I said. So I can't say that. Let's just say it was some of the worst stuff you could say in an anti-Semitic sense. In an anti-Semitic sense that goes. So yeah, there's issues here, man.
I think it's going to elevate, Steve. I think it's not reached its peak or its apex.
I think they're out of line.
It has reached its peak.
They're out of line. They have no idea what they're talking about. They're fucking ill-informed idiots.
Wait, Steve. I want to inform you about a recent law that was passed in the state of Florida.
Inform away, my friend.
Thank you. And that
in 30
law,
seconds or less.
I want to tell you something after, but go on.
So wait, Lee. He gave me leeway here. So You're not
I
gonna
said after
intrude
you.
on my 20
I said
seconds.
after
You're
you.
not intruding on my 20 seconds.
My God.
So,
Grandy, I said
John-
after you.
Wait. All right. After you. Thank you. So, Governor DeSantis signed a bill into law that makes it illegal for cities to regulate the homeless. And in fact, they are
What's it
ordered
called, my
by
granddad?
the state. They
You're-
are
you're-
ordered
What's
to
the bill called?
provide
You're changing the
shelter
subject.
to those persons and
Yeah.
provide them with camps and all kinds of
yeah, what's
other institutions that are not very clear right now.
Last
So
time.
shut the fuck up, god damn it.
Wow.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Here's what I'm
He's
saying.
totally changed. Last
There-
time.
wait,
said
all
it's
right, I'm not going to
totally
even
different.
say anything.
Good.
All right, perfect.
Aphid's here.
Aphid,
Right,
how
I was
you
going to
doing,
say.
man?
I was going to
Good to see
say
you guys.
just. Hi, Avid.
I
Just
think
quickly, I think with the protesters for pro-Palestine, which kind of fall into two groups. There are those that are generally don't like seeing innocent people dying, and then you've got those hardcore that are like death to all Jews and stuff, which is wrong. But anyway, they all come together and they all do their protests. But an interesting fact today emerged, which just think about this for a second or two, because it is horrible, and that is, if you add up all the children that died in World War II, there are thousands more that have died in Palestine up to now, and that is a real shame. No matter where your politics lie, we don't want to see kids dying, but more
I
children
agree
now
with that.
have died. Yeah, so
wanna
it's
see
a horrible
that.
fact. That
No, but Lee, like that is a fact of what is happening now. That's undeniable. So why hasn't Palestine come forward and turned over the hostages that they had and said, all right, let's end it now. We've had enough of our children dying in this war.
Do you know?
Let's
how many
end
have
this
been
now.
released?
Here's your hostages
Well,
back.
you're dealing with
Lee,
Hamas,
okay,
and you're
okay.
you're in checkmate, because if you try to put force on them, they will shoot you, they'll kill you. And if you try to, as one man did with a white flag that was
how many have been
Palestinian
released?
walking down the street, got shot by Israel. So
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, I'll ask all the panel members. How many have been
I-
released? Out of
I
the
have-
12, out with that, how many have been released?
A few.
Oh, I'm not sure.
What
How many
numbers?
were taken in total? How many were taken in total, Welshman? Was it?
About 100
I thought it was 250 odd. Was it? Am I way out?
hostages. I don't know.
Yeah.
They've released about
Yeah.
210 between
Oh.
between injured, killed, rescued. I believe. I
Well,
don't know what the total is.
Releasing bodies doesn't count.
Well, I'm just that's all the information I got.
why not?
Those
Why not?
1.5s or 2.0s, buddy.
We killed all your hostages, but here's their bodies. So
Lee,
we're
where did
square.
you get this? Where did you get this number that more children have died in Gaza than have died in World War II?
It was on the news tonight on Sky News.
NPR.
So
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's absurd.
Mm.
It's not true.
well, I can only go on what the person was being interviewed and the answer that they gave. But
Well,
Math of
to be
31,000.
fair, it sounds a little bit suspect.
it might be.
All right,
it
you
might
British
be.
fuckers.
I'm not,
Shut your fucking mouths. I want to hear it Aphid. How the fuck are you, buddy?
We're talking, McGran. So
Great,
why don't you?
great. Back to you guys.
Okay, this is a quick one for you. So, how much weapons are the UK percentage-wise selling to Israel at the moment? In a percent.
Wait, say that again. How much of the weapons that we're like America's providing are actually being?
No, it's a UK-based one, but the UK is supplying Israel with weapons. How much in percentage are we supplying them?
5.
0.9%. That's what the UK is supplying them at the moment.
0.9.
Yeah,
What?
1%.
Hmm. I know it was going to be low. That's incredibly low.
It calculates to like 500 million though.
What's the relevance of that? What's the relevance of that point?
I looked it up earlier on, so I know it's a confirmed thing because it was brought up. So I said done a little search. Search we do.
So it's like, in other words, you're saying like, yeah, UK supports Israel, but not really.
It's pretty low.
It's enough to check it off the list, but it isn't enough to make a massive difference.
Check out the list of good deeds, or what list?
The list of diplomatic, like international relations,
right?
Because it's important for Western countries apparently to back Israel. That seems to be a common theme. Certainly.
Oh, I'll let McGrandy out of the corner.
Yeah, I'm just tired of hearing him. Just maybe give me 10 minutes of peace.
No problem. Last Dance. What do you think about that? Why is it a prerequisite of countries, Western countries, to have to, support Israel? It's just.
I don't think it's a prerequisite at all.
Well, it is for the United States.
It isn't a prerequisite. I think that there is a strategic decision to do that because, Israel will get support from wherever they can, and he's not going to do any better by going to another room.
Ironically, one click of the mouse and the guy's unmuted. He can do it himself. It's not like I have some master.
I think
it's a lot for him to figure out, though.
Right. I mean, there was a time when Israel was friendly with the Soviet Union and kind of played Russia or the Soviet Union off against the United States for strategic purposes. I think now they've been, they're sort of firmly in the U.S. camp. But if we withheld, stopped funding them, I think that, I don't know what they would do. They might try and find other allies somewhere else.
What is the unwritten rule of being an ally? Are you supposed to support allies in their wars, or is that like the checking the box that Steve's talking about, or it's not? You're just not required to give them jack all, even if you're an ally. Like, how does that work?
I personally, for me, I believe we should. I don't want to give the false impression. I agree. I think we should be supporting them.
Because we want to, not because we're supposed to.
Yes. The state of Israel was essentially created right after World War II.
Yeah.
Re-gifted, right? Based on historical value.
Yeah, it's controversial for sure.
Because we're powerful as fuck and said it's going to happen.
Well, because also it was other people's homeland at the time.
They have to present some kind of value for us to, help them.
Well, do they?
Dreidels.
I think in our, I mean, they're obviously they think that's an important value, or at least I hear that a lot, that there's an important value to having them in that region, an ally.
I don't know what the value is, and you might argue that to have a strategic partner there that doesn't have any oil is really not the best sort of choice. I'm going to have to kick him.
What, real quick, Aphid, what's something you're thankful for?
Oh, something I'm thankful for?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You are, W. Your presence makes me
wow. I guess
enjoy my Saturday afternoons.
Oh, that was awfully nice.
That was beautiful. Very poetic.
And
then, mute buttons.
Working well, isn't it? Working well.
All right. Well,
McGrandy, you can unmute yourself, dude.
Don't tell them. 10 minutes is up. I unmuted you, Randy.
What?
What are you doing, RW?
I'm just trying to give everybody a chance to have a chance.
Wait. So, am I muted?
You can mute me.
No, you're back.
No,
You're
we
back.
can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, you're fine, dude.
Sorry, my
We can hear
finger
you.
slipped. My finger slipped.
So what am I thankful for? Is that
Yeah,
Um,
McGrandy, what are you thankful for?
dude, I'm thankful for you.
America.
I'm thankful for everybody else here. And I'm thankful that I fucking get to live every day, breathe fucking a lot. Dude, for me, sucking wind and breathing is real important. I fucking bike ride and shit like that, and being able to breathe and fucking have
To be
stay
honest,
cool and get out of the sun and have shade and
Sucking
even
wind is
swim in
also
the ocean. I'm
fair,
thankful for
to be
that.
fair, McGrandy, for the last 5 minutes, you've spoken a lot of sense.
Well,
McGran, do you rub
I've
the
only
heater
spoken
when-
for about fucking 10
Well,
seconds.
earlier
there,
on,
buddy.
you were speaking a lot of dribble.
I went and took
in
a
the last
piss, and I
5
was gone
minutes.
for quite a
What are you
while
doing?
because I'm an old man now, and it takes me a while to piss.
Oh,
So I know what's going on here, buddy.
that
Your
tweet-
Wits.
your argument
Is it coming? Is it coming out as a trickle? Like it's
Dude,
trickling out?
it varies, Ethan, and that's what you have to look forward to, my friend.
Like you're not chipping concrete no more.
Well, concrete.
Setting on the
No.
power washer.
I don't
No.
think he gets the reference. What is that beer you're drinking, McGran? Is that just Coca-Cola? Goya?
White lightning.
My screen looks like artificial intelligence is planting a beer in his hand.
I don't
That's
know.
Beck's beer. It's
20,
America's
20.
finest imitation of German beer.
Beck's? Okay. Cool.
Jawohl, mein Herr.
Oh, God.
Where the hell's Anna? I need to speak some German.
She's not
I
here.
need fucking some goose up in here.
Was Anna here last week?
For a minute, maybe. I think last week. Or the
So-
week before?
She's slammed with work or something.
If I might be so bold to take advantage of my
You're not a bold person, McGrandy. You don't have to do it just for the group.
Bold and old.
I cannot come in. I'm being summoned.
All right. He's summoned.
All right.
It's not going to lick itself. Wait, what?
The summoner
Remember that
has-
time that condo collapsed in Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wasn't
do.
that long ago.
Been cool to see that on live, like somebody's room. See the building
yeah.
collapse.
Boy, that's awfully mean of you.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? I'm just saying. It just made me think of that.
All right,
Cheer of
Leon.
the night. Cheers, guys.
Lee is back with his Lee Janes. What's up? All right, what's that? Your first beer of the night? No kidding?
Yeah, I just woke up from a nap, dude. I took my boy to Chinese buffet. You guys got those Chinese buffets over there in Europe?
No, don't.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
Yes.
got Chinese buffets? Oh, you do. Lee.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
it. I love a good
It is
Chinese
an all-you-can-eat
buffet, man.
buffet. It's just so on point in character. It's just
Oh man.
It's been, I mean, you're a little guy, so you can kind of eat as much as you want and not really give a
I
fuck.
did, man. I ate
Dude, if I
so
go
much
into that
it made me
place,
pass
I'll
out.
literally be 10 pounds heavier tomorrow. I can't do it. It's like too much food.
Yeah. I ate way because they had. This is one of the places that have the hibachi part where you got the raw vegetables and meats and stuff, and you take it to them on a plate, and they. Hopefully they don't use the same plate. Surely they don't. I didn't pay attention.
Included in the buffet was hibachi?
Yeah. You give them. It's like a salad bar, and it's got different types of meats, frozen meat, or raw meats, and then like
a
onions,
gallon of
and
yum yum sauce.
eggs.
Oh,
They
man,
got whole eggs. You put a whole egg on there, the rice and everything, and you hand it to this lady. She's Mexican, which is
Eh,
little.
Don't
little
question.
But
Bueno.
anyway, and she throws it on the grill. She's got the hot top grill, and she cooks
She
it
has
all
a-
up for you, and
That's
you
nice.
go back in 5 minutes, and she's got the plate of cooked food ready to go. And but
Seriously?
I did the whole buffet first, and then went to that, got a full mounded up plate of food, and ate that whole thing.
Dude, I got to tell you, I worked for this company. And they had a conference, and I got invited. And it was a Four Seasons. It was in Miami Beach, and I found out Four Seasons has coffee ready at 5:30 in the morning in the lobby. You can go down there and get some coffee, and I literally had two or three breakfasts. I would go down, eat my breakfast, and I'm a skinny guy, and all those fat fuckers were down there. They were fucking watching me wolf down my fucking food. I was like, you got to have the scrambled eggs, bacon, potatoes. I'd go through that, maybe some bagels or whatever, and then I would leave and I'd go back upstairs and digest with some coffee and maybe dump a couple of times and then come back down. And I was the early guy too, because the meetings didn't start till like 8:30. Yeah, American Dream, and the meetings didn't start till like 8:30 or whatever. And then even then, I would go down and eat again. And
I don't understand.
And then 10 o'clock, the freaking pastries were out there. You could just eat the pastries and and you know what? I would be fucked up for 2 weeks after that because I was not used to eating all that food. It was fucking weird.
Sure.
I don't.
Hey, last dance. Just to say, I didn't mean to misinform. I just went back to find that article. Yeah, it was actually the total of children that died in World War II in England, because obviously a lot of them got transported out into the countryside. So Palestine's children that have died up to date is 10,000. That's still a lot. 10,000 kids. Jesus.
But Lee,
anyway, sorry.
Lee, that's considering Hamas's numbers are correct. I mean, I'm no illusion.
Yeah,
that
true.
A huge amount of children have been killed. Whether it's 10 out of 35,000 or 40,000 is another matter.
Yeah, it's funny because people used to laugh at me about a bunch of Syrian kids fucking lying on the beach in fucking Greece, and nobody gave a fuck about that shit.
Yeah, I remember those. They were drowned trying to make the cross. We saw that on Live Leak. That's
exactly. People used to make fun of me about that shit. And you know what? What I said back then, that was our fault. That's because we invaded Iraq. And that was our fault.
Thing, LeGrand, there's a hatred and vitriol for these.
Can you bring that comment up, Dance? Topples. Sorry.
For these people, and then at the same time, when you see little tiny toddler fucking drowned and dead, you're like, well, is your anger, hate, and vitriol going to transfer over to that too? It's a complicated question, man.
It is.
When the adult males are taking down a country and potentially making it worse, it's a difficult thing to transfer that over to a 2-year-old kid. Yeah, it's fucked up.
We're talking about ramifications of war. It's an opportunity for us to understand what happens with war.
That was one of the great things about Live Leak, is that it forced you to think that way. Like, how much do you dislike or hate these immigrants, or this concept of immigration, or this forced immigration by across on rickety boats across the English Channel, for Christ's sake? I mean, just across the Mediterranean from Syria to whatever countries, it's just wild, man. It's crazy. Miss Live Leak for sure for that stuff.
Yeah, true.
So, Aphid, what the fuck's going on?
Like in what tense?
What? How the hell are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. Good to see you, McRonde.
Good. Same here.
I just woke up. Gonna take me a while to get going.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Are you tired of that OSHA guy? Like, are you trying to recover? No, I don't think that
No,
was.
no, that was fucked up. But no, I woke up at I fell asleep watching Dateline last night, which brings me something I wanted to talk to you guys about. I woke up in the middle of the night at 3:30, and I went to bed and crawled in, but I couldn't go back to sleep, so I've been up since 3:30.
Thank you to my world, buddy. Come on, buddy, you coming? Old man, you got the old man fucking shit coming. Oh
Right.
yeah, I feel it. Anyway,
But
I'm gonna hear it.
the question that brought up last night, I was watching this Dateline, and they had this goofy looking dude on there, and he killed 2 of his wives, your typical thing. But my point was that this guy kept getting women, and he was a goofy looking dude. And I just don't understand how I mean, he was married, and all the chicks he was getting were married. And I'm just wondering how that even happens. I mean, I don't
Why are you
consider
asking us?
myself. I don't
Which one
consider
of us are you
myself.
asking?
I don't consider ourselves. None of us, tens or nothing, but all of us had a lot on this dude, and I, never approached,
You know what it is?
adult life
sliding
with some
scale.
chick
It's-
wanting to
Anyway,
get with me.
in my stage, watch this, guys. I'll put my zipper up. There it is.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome, buddy. Oh,
But I'm just wondering, this
what
married dude
it
that's
comes down
killed,
to,
killed women,
aphid people
getting all
are
this
fucking,
play.
There's all kinds of fucking weird people out there, man.
When you say he's getting all
Yeah.
kind of play, are they like barflies or like what are you talking about?
They were on the scale. He was like a 3. He was a goofy looking dude,
Yummy.
and they were all, I would say in our category, just average.
Are we talking
nothing
about
spe-
6th and 7th here?
I am not
Nothing-
average, you
Nothing
bitches.
special.
Oh,
Nothing special.
Steve's
still-
not average either. Stand up, Steve. Give me some fucking pecs.
Yeah, he wants to see your sexy body.
What's this goofy
No,
guy
I
got
don't.
to offer?
No, I
that-
don't. I really don't.
He's refusing. No.
I mean, you'd have to find out how they got together. That's how you.
I guess.
The Bill Cosby
But
pudding.
I've never met some horny, desperate married woman. That's never
No.
crossed my path.
You got to come to fall.
I'm not
Lauderdale,
complaining.
dude.
I'm just saying. I just don't get it. How this goofy looking dude kept getting all these.
You should ask
women.
Mifflip.
That sea breeze can do weird shit, man. Believe me.
I mean, to be fair, me and Mrs. Lip are with each other 24/7. So there's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
no-
You're a
there's
captive
no chance
boy there.
we're not.
Aphid, you are a captive man.
I guess a lot of that would happen with people that don't work with their wives.
Or don't work. Oh, imagine that, my friend. Aphid, imagine not working. Oh,
I don't want to imagine that.
I'm just saying.
Who's going to come and visit him and see if he's being safe? If he's just at home all the time?
Yeah. So.
Random goon. Random goon.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
I saw that dude. That dude had a show last night, and it never was in the Discord until it was pretty much too late.
Slacking on the
That
bill.
goon.
Well, it wasn't too late. It was late.
Well, but you posted I don't know, probably like 6 or something.
Yeah, it was around.
And then I didn't see it right away. So by the time I did go there, the reason I say it because it was one of the weeks I could have stopped by there. So I went in there and I'm like, oh shit, man, he's not doing a show.
Well,
you should just go on Twitch to find out.
yeah, dude, just go to the source. Why are you going into
Well, I
intermediate?
wouldn't
You
even
should
know
have
what
a
to
screen
do.
in the
'cause
background that's 24 goon.
the only thing I've ever done is clicked on the link to go to, like, if
Man,
Hayden had a show, or Graham did his little plays with
Okay.
Yes.
games or something.
I
Dune.
understand your precautions.
I don't think I've ever
I didn't-
opened up
Wow.
the Twitch.
I didn't
Just
know
to
that.
open it
I'll
up.
try to get stuff on there earlier.
Well, I don't think it was
Random-
your fault. Usually Goon does it.
Well,
need
yeah,
to
but if he forgets, I'll get it on there earlier.
Well, I
thought
mean,
it was part
I
of
have-
his checkoff list.
I've
We
got
gotta pull
a.
this card out here to get on this show. I
wait,
thought
wait,
going and
are you-
posting
are you
it in
telling
our
me
Discord
there's
was part of his
Last
checkoff
Dance,
list to get
you're,
ready.
you're a collaborator with our good friend.
Not a collaborate. I mean, I just love his.
He does.
I
They
love doing
collaborate.
show, and if he doesn't put up a link, I'll
I'll tell you what though,
Whatever I
I think he needs to come on because he's a genuine fellow.
As opposed to you, Dance. You
Yeah,
should
okay. I mean,
No, not opposed to anybody. I'm just saying, he's something we need because he's this I don't want to say European because I hate to say Great Britain is European, but
Pommy?
holy shit. Anyway, he's on the other side, and he's a good source for us.
Okay, we all like him.
Yeah.
Doing the collaborator.
Hey, he's good. He's all right. He's going. Man.
Did you get your Celine Dion request in, Dance or Aphid?
Yeah, I got.
Well, I didn't show up. So I didn't get no request.
Oh, that's right.
I got
RW. I have to fucking stop myself from fucking interrogating you.
Even though he was
my
on,
natural tendency. But anyway, go ahead.
Even though he was on,
Randy, I've just got to tell you, mate. Please do know. We fought for the right. We fought for the right, and we voted. We're not European. We are Great Britain. We're nothing to do with Europe, and we don't want to be anything to do with Europe either.
I know.
So just please don't. Yes, absolutely. Too right.
You're the
I feel
Brexit
very offended by.
fellows.
Don't call me European. I'm Great Britain.
I apologize.
I'm British.
I
Thank you,
my friend.
Your economy didn't go to shit for nothing,
right? Don't call it a comeback.
There's nothing like an island.
Offhand comment no one responds to.
It's actually quite profound because Great Britain is an island off the fucking coast of Europe, but we are also across the ocean. No, it makes us fucking similar in a lot of ways because the first island, other than Iceland and Greenland, is going to be fucking Great Britain. So
what you talking about, Willis?
Anyway.
Hey, Mr. Kelsey.
Killer is in the house. That's the man. We got two Brits who could join in here, Mr. Kill and Random Goon.
That's a lot of Europeans.
A couple of always welcome to join as well.
Everything across the Atlantic is Europe.
Mm-hmm. Just talking about regular joiners. Anyone else who's an outside joiner, please join in. But I know it's not going to happen. It's fine.
You know what's
like
funny?
everything south of Arkansas is Mexico.
That's right.
You know what's funny? The Gulf Stream is the reason that Great Britain is not an iceberg, and the Gulf Stream passes probably 12 miles off, right there.
If you inhale deeply, you might be able to smell his cologne.
I have inhaled its cologne, my friend.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, help us, please.
I'm going to go. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My grandy, let's not forget. There's only, what is it? Is it 21 miles or 28 miles between the coast of the United Kingdom and France? But how many miles is it between Alaska and Russia? Is it less? Is it what's it called? Is it a certain time of the year? Is it called the Barren Straits or something where you can actually cross it as well? Is that right?
Bering, yeah.
No, you cannot cross it on foot, but it is the Bering Straits.
Right.
It is no longer an ice bridge.
Exactly. There was an ice bridge, and that's the theory is that's how people from Asia got
But
to the
last
Americas.
dance, I have to say this, and this is very important. A lot of the academia has indicated that the population of the Western Hemisphere was via the ice bridge. And the reality is that the genomes and the tests that have been conducted on the last surviving. Remember, before Columbus came,
Be right back.
there were 115 million people in the Americas. And within 100 years, there were only 15 million people. So the genome pool is fragile for us to examine some 400 years later. But nonetheless, it has proven.
Well, you know,
It has proven that the source of the population actually came from the Pacific as well as North America via the ice bridge.
I have a related question. So, do any of you guys ever use Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
Do you ever come across women selling mirrors with their image in the mirror?
No,
I
but
know
that
it's
sounds
a
like
good question, but do you recall that?
I
No.
don't know. I don't know if you know how a mirror works, but as soon as someone else gets in front of the mirror, it's their
Yeah.
image in the mirror.
I mean, you can take a picture of a mirror without being in the reflection, though. There's something strange about the repetition of it and how expensive the mirrors were that I actually looked into it online, and some people use it for selling something besides the mirror. I just thought that was interesting.
What would that be?
I got no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to go, boys. Good
All
to
right.
see you.
Have a good
All
night.
right, McGran, have a good week. Well, I didn't get a chance to
Dang it.
say.
I was just curious if
See you,
anyone.
McGrandy. Have a good week.
I think you're
I did.
implying something. I don't get it.
I have seen them selling panties though, and come on.
You talk.
And you message just to see
How
if
much?
they're What's up,
I always
dude?
try to talk them down, and they never take less.
350, man. 350.
Gooner, how are you?
Hey, good.
Hello.
Fix those technical problems yet?
Nope. I have no idea what's going on with them.
All right, you got to take
What
a
are the
little
technical
break.
issues? Or what is the like? Is you talking about your show?
Yeah, no, it kept like crashing towards the end. Like,
Oh, that sucks.
bricked my PC. Had to keep restarting. I was just like, I'm done
Random
with this
Goon,
stream.
how are you,
Fuck
buddy?
it, I'm going. I'm not too badly. How you doing? I thought I had to join you because
Goody good.
as the only Briton here, you need some backup. Oh yeah.
Well, there's another one, but he's probably sleeping.
It's possible.
What the
Well,
Welsh?
he's technically
The
not.
Welsh
he's
is not British.
He's not British, but I mean, come on, you guys are all the same. It's like
I
when
love
the
the way you
Vietnamese
agreed
people are
with
running
me,
the
Aphid.
takeout Chinese. Nobody's complaining.
I mean,
Right.
I thought they were Mexican. I'm confused.
Well, yeah, that's the buffet. This was the takeout. The takeouts a lot of times in my area are run by Vietnamese.
Vietnam.
How do you know they're not? How do you know they're Vietnamese?
Because I knew a Vietnamese family that owned a
Because
Chinese
he
takeout
breaks
right
to their
next to
door
our
every
skate shop.
morning. Goes, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Good line.
No, you can tell by the slant.
Oh, how far down it is. Yeah.
There's
Once
different angles,
You
you
get
know,
your
you just tell-
verniers out.
Just
and
profiling.
Just check how the.
you just
how
take the
far slant
protractor.
is. Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, math.
What kind of degree angle is that? I mean, okay, right, 60.
ALW, you
you're
know they're
definitely
Vietnamese because they've got they've got loads of what's the word I'm looking for? Napalm burns. Yeah, they got loads of those.
Oh, God, I was
Oh, that's horrible.
Dude,
That's
you better
bad.
really make sure you look through.
What
the
you
food
should
buy.
wait, you shouldn't have done it then, should you, Aphid?
No, I mean I don't think we probably should have. I don't know, man. Like you complaining earlier about you're complaining, not complaining, but you guys are talking earlier about all the kids that died in Ukraine and Syria and World War II, and we did more than that with one bomb. That can't be right. There's got to be some other better way,
but
right?
I mean, it stopped the Japanese fucking with you, though. So
I know, but I mean, is that what it is? The guy with the biggest bomb gets to say so in that matter?
I mean, yeah, it's shit, but it probably saved a lot more people than it killed.
I mean, it could have. That's a hypothetical, though.
I mean, yeah, it is, but
it probably did. But I mean, and it's I don't know, man. Knowing that you're just gonna do this and that big of a percentage of innocent people are gonna die. That just seems, and now, if somebody did that now, whether if they thought that their reason was valid or not, that shit wouldn't fly. We're not going to let that fly.
We get.
They can't do that
Aphid,
now.
do you know this? This is a truth. This is a true fact. Before
True fact.
when the bomb was
Unlike
dropped in
before
Hiroshima.
fact.
A true fact. You can look. Yeah. Like any lies that I tell. Yeah. Now you can look this up. You know the bomb that landed on. It was at Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before that, I think about a couple of weeks before that, the US bombed Tokyo. Like they firebombed it. There was more people that died in. Yeah, they killed more people in that than the Hiroshima and Nagasaki put together. They absolutely smashed it to bits. Yeah, look that up. Honestly,
Are you sure that more people?
Honestly, look it up. Yeah,
the firebombing of Tokyo was absolutely devastating. It was much bigger city, metropolis, and it was absolutely horrendous. And that was the first thing they did. Then they bombed Hiroshima. Then they bombed Nagasaki, and they were prepped to go down the line and just keep bombing and bombing and bombing. And it ended the war rather quickly. So their technique, as brutal as it was successful.
And we did the same because we firebombed Dresden and absolutely decimated it. Based on the fact that that guy was actually in the news this week. Somebody was mentioning Bomber Harris because he's deemed was he a war criminal or did he do the right thing? Because he was saying, well, look at the Blitz in London. Hitler's bombing innocent people there. So instead of going for military sites, let's devastate our whole city, and that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Horrendous stories.
Yeah, indeed. Those wars were for real hell. But as we were talking about earlier, Ukraine is its own little sort of miniature version of hell where it's happening, So it's
true.
As well as the war in Palestine with Israel and Hamas.
Wait, there's a war in Ukraine still?
Yeah, still happening.
Totally forgot about that shit. I mean,
we just sent them
my
61
Twitter feed
billion.
is full of free Palestine at the moment. So,
where's that little leader guy weaseling for some more money, some more help? I haven't seen that.
I don't know.
I haven't seen that in a while.
A few billion.
Which leader guy?
McGrand's basement child should take McGrand's stance up since he left and argue for Zelensky and go.
Wait, which side am I for?
Zelensky, he's your man. He can't
no, he's definitely our man. I mean, like he spends this money wisely and buys, the proper appropriate military equipment that they need right now to secure their front lines. I like the way you're drinking halfway through this, Steve.
I'll be drinking the whole way.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Yeah, I know. There's only so much stupid things I can think of before my brain goes bzzz.
So your brain must go.
I can't think like Grande anymore. It just hurts the brain.
Yeah, well. He's our McGrandy.
I mean, yeah. No one else will take him in, so we have.
What happened to Last Dance?
He said he had to go somewhere. Too many vegetables earlier. So
that's what I was thinking at first. But it's been a long time. Maybe they got stuck. He's pulling them out one by one.
I knew you would lock onto it if I said it. You sure did. And wife loves Canadians. Okay, all right. Where'd that come from?
What the hell would you then, Gypsy?
Well, we had a Canadian in here earlier. He was awesome. He had a black Gibson J200.
Oh, okay, all right. He is pretty awesome.
That's
an awesome Canadian.
That's a jumbo. That's a jumbo acoustic. But then I noticed it was black, obviously, because it's giant and black.
Oh,
And then then he said he paid $1,700, and I was like, what is it? Japanese? Is it Mexican? Because there's no way you would get one of those babies as an American made for that kind of money. I've only seen the blonde ones, anyways.
well, what kind of money would it be average for it then?
$4,000.
Okay. Yeah, people throwing down $4,000 for a musical instrument.
What for a '90s Gibson? Do you say?
No, it could be new, but it's just an acoustic. It's the jumbo one with the flowers on the pick guard. It's the big one that's shaped like a, kind of like a.
I mean, no. It's not hard to think that it'd be like $1,000 to $2,000.
No, but
I'm
the
curious.
American one is $4,000. I've priced them myself to buy one. I'm never going to buy one because they're way overpriced.
Oh, really?
I want to know how much Aphid would pay for a guitar. I
He
think
doesn't like it.
300
How
is what
much-
I ever spent, and that was a nice
Aphid,
guitar.
how much will you give me to buy a guitar?
I mean, would you take certain items in trade, maybe?
13 screens for
items are we
Like
talking about here?
actual money?
Right. He trades.
How
his
much
people.
money
I
do you
was,
spend on a guitar?
maybe-
I wouldn't pay
maybe-
too much. I wouldn't pay too much.
How much?
100.
I would probably put a $50 limit on a
50
That's
bucks.
that's a good deal.
acoustic.
get a nice- you can get
I'd
a
probably
nice
go
music-
acoustic.
Yeah.
I think I could get more use because I have an electric guitar. And I had it for 20 years and never plugged it in.
It means it still works.
Well, my son
Well,
took it over
it
when
still
he
works
and then
in
he
his
started
mind.
he started getting an interest in guitars, and now he's got a couple of them up there.
Good for him.
What's he got?
He's got the.
Talking of me. Sorry, go on.
I'll tell you real quick.
Excuse
He's
me.
got a
It's fine.
the one that Kurt Cobain uses.
Oh, a Jaguar.
Or is it a jazz master?
Cocaine.
Fender Jag. Yeah.
No, I don't think it's.
He's what? He's
one of
using
the-
cocaine.
I could go get it. and show you.
Give him a shotgun.
I thought he actually used a jazz master.
I thought I showed it to you when he first got it.
No,
That was
no,
like
no,
2 years ago.
It's no. He used a thing that was modified from a Jazzmaster and a Jaguar and put them together in some Frankenstein way and played that.
Pretty cool.
No,
Had
I'm
a
pretty
great
sure that's
sound.
what he did.
Are you?
Anyway,
You're
this
talking about my son?
afternoon,
Oh,
right,
you're talking about,
I'm
you're
at
talking
home.
about Kurt
and
Cobain.
The guitar that he
Yeah.
used, yeah.
Oh,
It's
It's a Strat. He's got a Strat. My son's got a Strat.
Strat.
That's what he's
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Strat. Okay.
Yeah, but
Strat.
it's
Everybody.
still Fender.
Strat's
Yeah.
good. I got a Strat. Right there.
it's just on the subject of music. Yeah, I was at home this afternoon, and there was a song that just popped in my head. Right, I thought, yeah, I want to listen to that. Anyway, I enjoyed listening to it so much, and I haven't listened to this band since I was about 19 or 20. And I just enjoyed the album so much because I ended up listening to all of it, and it was ZZ Top. But
Oh,
brilliant! It was absolutely.
Well,
Yeah,
Hey guys,
I
I'm
really
gonna,
enjoyed
I'm
it.
gonna take off early tonight.
Oh, okay. Last dance.
Take care,
Well,
last time.
Take it,
All right,
take it
let's
easy.
start.
All right,
Take
have a
care,
good
bud.
week.
Selfishly, I
Thank
wish
you.
you weren't going, but I'll see you later.
Last Dance is leaving?
Yeah. Have a good
He's
night.
got to go. He's got to go.
time to
Obviously,
mod
he's got to
you.
go.
Oh my god.
Is that down to him eating too many vegetables?
No, I think
Oh yeah,
I'm guessing so.
veganism.
He didn't
makes
seem
my
like-
eyes.
It didn't
I
seem like
think-
it was a serious family matter, but it seemed
No,
like
no,
there was
I
some
know.
outside influence that is causing him to need to leave, and he needs
yes.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
It's a woman.
Ah,
I know.
right, okay, yeah.
He's got a lady.
That makes sense. That makes
He's got a
sense.
woman. It's
If you
okay.
get off that computer, I'll give you a
to leave. I mean,
blowjob.
at his age,
Right, lads,
you got to take it when you get it, you know?
All right. Well, we'll replace
Hey,
him
Fid,
with,
you're absolutely right.
There he is.
There you go.
Oh, Topple. I haven't
Top,
seen
a
you for so
little different
long.
view.
Last
From a
Dance,
couch?
Yes.
You
I'm ill.
sexy bastard.
I thought
Is that your
was the view
fireplace?
for the last couple of weeks. I'm
It
confused.
is one.
Nice.
I'm rich.
Nice.
I've seen your house.
Hello,
You got a cool
hello.
house. It's like a
It's not
Old-
even on. You're not that rich.
He's
It
seen
doesn't
someone
work,
else's pool all
does
those
it?
times.
you got an old house that's been updated a bunch of times. It looks cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
you
I-
put a
so last-
fireplace in there just for looks. it never he never burns anything in there.
So I heard Viagra kicked in for Last Dance.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
It's time now.
You-
Gotta go.
Yeah, well, you notice he didn't stand up and walk out of the room like McGrande. That's because he
His
was
laptop's
tent poling it.
quite slowly
Yeah,
pointing
knock the
up his
computer over.
webcam.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good.
Good man, how you doing?
I'm all right.
So
I'm
much
all right.
better now. You're
Good.
here.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm
nice.
good.
Dude. Nice.
I got a
Cheers to
headache.
everybody.
I would have been on earlier, but and this is not a diss to McGrande. He just gets too loud, and I couldn't wear
Oh,
could not wear headphones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
I put the
surprised that
stream on
this
earlier, and it was
platform
like
doesn't
Grande
have
just-
personal audio settings for each user. It's very surprising to me.
Sort of does, but I'm not all over that. And the users can adjust it themselves, so it doesn't matter. So
I
it's like-
can't. It's not a
can.
thing
You can.
that I can do.
He
is it?
can.
yeah,
You
it's
can
right there
boost
in
it.
your audio settings. In your settings, audio. But everyone
Turn other- Oh no, I meant turn people down individually.
oh no, no.
It'd
Yeah.
be great just to turn him down to zero.
Oh no, you can't.
Uh,
I can, but you guys can't, right? I guess that's the.
Yeah, that
Last
that
Dance
would be
good.
good.
Goon,
Nice
have you
to-
heard of the band Medicine for the People or Nako Bear?
No.
Neither of them. All right, I'll send you. I'll send there. So he's Native American, but he's also Puerto Rican and American. Like he's American, but he has Native background a little bit, and he incorporates Native chanting in a new song that he made a couple of years ago, and it's an upbeat chant. And just I'll share it with you. It's one of the coolest songs I've come across in the last few months.
Does
Okay.
it close it to rain?
It didn't rain today, but I didn't play it through speakers, so I'll try that tomorrow because I do need some rain here. Thanks for the advice.
Hi, James. James is
You
taking
low
off. James Owen's been here all night. Later,
Hi,
buddy.
James.
See you,
You
James.
low on
Hello.
water out there, RW?
The gardens that we've been putting in over the last week, we've been hand watering, and we could just use some rain. It's getting pretty hot now, and it's drying out. But and where we are on the foothills,
makes
it's
me think of you
random.
just pissing on the plants.
It's not normally how we do it unless we've been drinking a lot.
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of toxins in urine and a lot of nitrogen.
I mean, it could be good toxins for plants, though. You never know.
No, I do
interested.
know.
Piss on them weed plants, Steve. You know, they make them grow.
A little bit too much ammonia.
Too much toxin.
Yeah, interesting enough, I just watched a YouTube video in the last few days with a guy that had a jug of piss and he used Miracle Grow and he did it on a bunch of different plants for science. And
He mixed them or what? Tell me. I need to understand the science better.
he had a control, Miracle Grow, and a jug of piss, and he had, I don't know, 3 or 4 different types of plants.
What was the
And
result?
he poured the Miracle Grow by far was the some of the stuff at certain times did okay with the piss, and then it just
I thought it would've
just
killed
slowly
him.
died.
Right? Yeah.
It didn't kill him completely, but it was stunted. There's no vegetables that were produced or anything like that.
I'm curious what his diet is too.
Do you know what is a really
It was
good,
yellow. It was yellow.
Do you know what a really good I guess friendly way of doing like mixing, you know, like the Miracle Grows and stuff into your water when you feed plants? If you get stinging nettles, do you have stinging nettles? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah. If you put them in water and let them like ferment in the water over winter, when you get them out, it's really good for plants. They fucking love that shit because it sort of ferments. a bit.
They call it tea, but you can make it out of many
No,
things.
not
Why is metal
tea,
special?
but-
No, they call it. No, we literally call it compost tea. What is it in nettles that's unique?
I can't
You know?
remember. It's like a night. Oh, what is it called?
High in nitrogen.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Could be.
See, so
Sure.
when you go grow your next plants, just try it out.
It's
I'm lucky
possible.
that I don't have much stinging nettle around. But if I do see it, I'll try it.
I mean, honestly, you can get liquid nutrients that are pretty mellow that you can mix in with just your water every once in a
But
while.
this shit is free, though.
These
You
are
just gotta
very cheap. Calcium,
It.
calcium, magnesium, nitrogen, potassium, and the other nitrogen, potassium, and the other one,
The other one, yeah.
NPK,
That's how I list off my
Potassium,
wives as
magnesium.
well.
and phosphorus. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Those are all you need to grow. You can get them in a lot of different.
There.
Yeah.
My
I
mom
put
was
that
just
piss
showing me-
versus Miracle Grow video in the back chat for you guys if anybody wants to see.
I did put it on watch later. Thanks, man. My
There
mom
you
was
go.
telling me about Miracle Grow, something she was watching, and they're basically saying that when you buy these bags of pre-mixed soil from Walmart or whatever that are Miracle Grow enhanced, it's actually not good for the plant because it's like candy. And when you give the plant candy from the beginning, you have to keep giving it that same type of thing because it comes reliant on it. And if you don't give it to it, it'll do poorly. I thought that was interesting, but I haven't
So-
actually tested it
So it
myself.
basically becomes like some sort of crack addict on the street.
Right.
Like,
Right. So it'll grow like crazy, but it's a good way to
Right. Then it
stay
don't
on.
produce any fruit or anything.
Well, what it comes down to is the Miracle Grow nutrients are not going to benefit the flora of the soil, and the soil is, if you're trying to create like living soil that's breaking
Hell yeah.
itself down,
Compost.
and live compost while it's growing, which is making its own. Like if you're trying to nurture the soil itself, like those Miracle Grows can fuck that up a little bit. But
Right. You're not amending the soil.
right. That being said, you can do a hybrid system where you have the soil doing this natural organic thing where it's composting itself and providing those nutrients, as well as feeding over. It's been proven you can feed chemical level newts, and it's not going to kill it. You just have to know what you're doing to be able to do it, and you can get a real bomb result, like huge buds. If you know
Sounds
what I
like you've grown some plants, Smokesteve.
A little bit different of plants, but I will agree with you.
The only thing greener than Smokesteve's lungs is his thumb.
Good on you, buddy. The translate tomatoes real soon.
Yeah, you got that right.
It's great. I think it's awesome that people that grow their own buds, what they actually are gaining is real life skills for if they ever have to grow their own food. Because there's a lot of people that buy these survival kit packs of seeds, and when they're going to go to use it, they're going to fail so miserably when they need to know how to do it at that point in time. It's not always just throwing a seed in the ground. When you see flea beetles come and just like eat your whole crop in front of your eyes, you're like, damn. I wish I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can't wait for the next generation of farmers to be these people that rent out houses and just strip all the walls and put like these fucking aluminum tubes around everywhere.
Do you know, you guys just giving me a memory when my
You're not seeing
daughter
that?
would.
That's what they do in Britain. If they grow weed, what they do is they rent a house, strip everything bare, put weed in the basement, extort, vacuums and stuff.
I have seen
poking out they'll just drill holes and everything, and not give a shit. Grow weed,
They
and
should
then
be able to pay rent rather easily.
sell it and then move on and not pay rent. No, because
come
renters
on,
don't. Yeah, no, renters don't have like fucking any laws to help them. To be honest, like if you rent your property, yeah, it's up to them. Fucking knew these people who rented a property off their best friends from school, and they just started ripping out things and just jigsawing like
just going back. just going back a sec, you just gave me a memory then, because I remember when my daughter was younger, we decided to dedicate a piece of the garden for her to grow stuff, like this, that, and the other. You know, just a nice little thing to do summer. So we create this vegetable plot. Man, I didn't realize it's fucking war. I mean, the amount of insects you've got to keep off stuff and slugs and this, that. So you're like putting all this stuff down, but it's like complete war just to try and get a small little crop. It's just unreal.
Imagine farmers,
Mother
these
Nature.
days that have got all these
exactly.
laws that can't fucking. Oh, you can't spray your farm with this and that and the other. Oh, great. Well, let's just let the slugs and insects eat all my crops. Great. Thanks, government.
Exactly.
No kidding, huh?
He's talking about eating seagull. I'm not sure I'd chew on one of those bad boys.
What, seagull? Oh, I fucking.
I don't know,
rip its
man.
Head off with my teeth. Fuck seagulls, bro. They're bitches.
I'd rather not. I'm highly against that activity with a seagull.
Is it possible?
No, not.
Do you remember? Do you? What was
Grab 'em by
it
the
on
wings,
here?
I guess.
Did we have a guy come on
pigtails
months ago? Do you remember we had a guy come on a few months back, and I'm sure it was on here, and he had a patch over his eye because we found out that a seagull pecked his eye when he was eating some chips. Was it a guy that was on here?
Man, I must have missed that.
Yeah,
one.
that was. He came on. He was
And
Welshman's friend.
Yeah.
That was
I
fucked up. That guy had lost an eye.
I had to bite my tongue. I wanted to laugh so much, and I just thought I can't because somebody laughed out of all of us, and he started to have a go, going, "It's not fucking funny. I nearly lost my eye." It's just so it was great.
Oh my God.
And the funny thing is, by the time you guys had done that, I had already laughed 20 minutes earlier about it, and then he kind of fucking told me, and then you guys did it again, and I was trying to like give you the signal here, but it didn't take. And I mean, it was the guy was sort of nerdy, nice guy though. He was sort of
he was a nice guy, but fuck me, that was funny.
Are you talking about Atlas?
No, he this guy had one of his eyes removed or basically penetrated in a seagull attack.
Wow.
And he had fucking like take out food in his hands. This thing came over the top and like hit him in the eye, grabbed some food, and it literally like basically damaged 50% of his eyesight, like almost destroyed an eyeball.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, the thing
I
is,
thought
he
you were
bought a packet of chips or
talking
something. I think the seagull would be.
Yeah, it was rough.
I'll go
And
back
he's
later and watch
sensitive.
this. It's all good.
He was sensitive about it too, I guess, huh?
Well, I mean, the poor guy was almost half blinded from it. A bunch of us idiots here cackling and laughing at him probably triggered him a little, which rightfully so. I mean,
What a shame.
we're a
How
little-
many people here have mastered the art of not being affected?
Fuck me! I wondered what you're going to say. Then you went. How many people here have mastered? And I just thought, what are you going to say?
Down, Lee.
Go on. Sorry.
I'm not going in that direction. I mean, you can go in that direction if you want. Turn your mic off.
No.
How many people here have mastered the art of not being affected, or basically dying to self concept, where people can pick on you, but you don't really care anymore? You've lost the pride aspect of it. And
Oh shit.
Has anybody reached that? You've
Yeah, I
actually
could
reached
care
that?
less.
I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet. I know that.
I mean, if it wasn't, if I was already pretty okay with it, but when I would post videos on Live Leak, and you got to be just immune from it, you know, because you're gonna get so many people that. I mean, there's so many people that just hated me so bad, you know. I mean, why would I care? You get to a point where why would you care if somebody doesn't like you? Why do you care about their what they think of you? You know, it doesn't make any sense to me.
I think the fact is
either.
that if you're going to be on the internet in any capacity, then you've got to realize there is always that dude There's always somebody that's going to give you shit. It doesn't matter who it is. You just got to know that you need to ignore that shit and move,
I mean,
move on.
if I don't know
If
the
you
person, it
can't,
doesn't affect me.
get the fuck off the internet.
It's not for the people I don't know. That's more just like you kind of shake your head at it maybe, but it's more like if you do know somebody,
It doesn't
it's more
really matter.
if you're going to
Just
see them
talk it
again.
out with them.
Right.
Well, I mean, I don't. If you're asking if anybody can get past like somebody that they love, you walk into a room and they're totally making fun of you. I don't think anybody can get past something like that. You know.
I don't know. You go up to them and go, "Bitch, what?"
I feel like it's a much
go on. Get it all out your system, love. Come on.
Yeah.
Steve seems
Make them look like the dickhead. That's the best way to interact with somebody like that.
But I grew up.
and I also think that the sorry, go on.
Go on, Lee.
No, I wonder if you got a little bit of
I was just going to say, I just think
She's got a delay.
Oh, bye.
Yeah. Lee, okay.
Sure.
I'll
come back in.
Yeah, when I can you see my hand?
Yeah.
Well, by the time he hears that,
I'm gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna
when I
how does that work as a test?
I'm gonna
a good 5 second delay. There.
I'm gonna come.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back in. I'll come out and come back in.
Okay.
Wait.
But anyway, yeah, I grew up the littlest male in my class. And
Topple is
I got
speaking
picked,
into his phone right now. Play Taylor
I got
Swift.
picked on a lot. So, I mean, I had friends too. So it wasn't like I was that guy that, you know, I had stuff going for me.
You
too.
had friends?
Yeah, but you know, I got the brunt end of like people physically trying to bully me and stuff. So the whole
had the hazing era.
Yeah, the whole worrying about what people thought of me ended a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Haley.
Yeah. Can I just say, right? I mean, at the age of 54 now, oh gosh, if I mean, we'll all fantasize about if we knew what we knew now, sort of thing. But my point is, on the bigger picture, just remember this: this isn't a rehearsal. This isn't like a computer game where you got 3 lines. So just do not worry. All right, just get on with your own life and just ignore them, because, like I said, life's too short. It really is. So
I'm
stop
talking on
worrying
the
about
level
what
of
other people think.
I mean, but if you live with them, if it's a scenario where it's a close individual or something like that, I mean,
it's called talking. It's called no. I'll tell you, it's called talking. Sit down and discuss it. It's called talking. Find out what's going on both sides.
But Lee, you understand? Even tonight we've experienced where you can sit down and talk with somebody, but that conversation doesn't go anywhere. It's not a linear conversation. You can have a circular conversation over and over and over again. Communication doesn't work with every individual.
Well,
so it's going to be on your end only to deal with it.
Well, just get them sectioned.
Just get them what?
Section.
What does that mean?
Okay, it's probably a British thing. You get them put away for like mental health reasons.
Oh, all right.
You know,
I'll look into those.
That doesn't happen here. That sounds like.
Well, I'm surprised you say that the talking won't work, because that says.
Wouldn't that be infringing on somebody's freedom here in the U.S.? Like, unless they're actually crazy.
Yeah, I know, but you can.
I look into committing laws. I'm sure they have them. I'm sure that you can be committed outside of your will.
Yes, you can.
That's part of the problem.
You said that like you've experienced it.
I have. I have.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Not me, but we've done it for somebody else before.
Really?
You just need a court order.
Well, that can be a good thing and a bad thing.
Just to fuck with somebody.
You could probably get one.
Someone was
easier than you need to
themselves and others around them, and we had to go to get a court order. That's what it was.
That seems like.
Are you saying then that this person might have mental health issues? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That's what
happened.
What Top was saying. But we all have mental health issues. If someone is narcissistic in a certain way, they can't exactly see the scenario the same way as everyone else. So communication.
Oh God, no.
This is such a bullshit thing to say.
Is it?
Everyone has this, everyone has that. Everyone feels a bit depressed. Yeah, but there's generally people with manic depression. And then there's some guy like, oh, my girlfriend left me. You know?
Yeah, but if you're talking RW, if you're talking about narcissism, then unfortunately you're never going to succeed.
Right,
I mean,
I'm
the
just
only
saying,
thing.
communication doesn't always work. That's a scenario where, even though you can communicate with that person, that doesn't mean there's going to be progression.
Yeah, but no. And do you believe that particular person is suffering or does have narcissism?
I believe they show the traits of it. Yes.
Right. So therefore, unfortunately, it's something you'll never get to the bottom of. I'm
Right.
sorry,
So
but
in
it's
that,
true.
so in this
Because
scenario,
they will never they'll never see things your way.
Right.
Pardon?
So the aspect of forgiveness and not being not having things bother me is on my end. I'm just saying, like, that's why I asked the group how they do with,
Well, obviously, I don't know the circumstance. Yeah, but I don't know the circumstances of the person in terms of the relationship you've got with them. But unfortunately, if someone's got narcissism, then it's best for you to. You could still socialize with them, but when something starts where you know it's going to end up being negative comments being thrown towards you, that it's that point that you've got to leave. You've got to understand. You've got to spend less time with them.
That wouldn't be negative comments. That's a scenario where you plan for something and then that person does whatever, and then you have to deal with the fallout of the plan failing because so it's not always words that affect pride or self. So it's more complicated than that sometimes.
Right.
And I'm not never going to abandon this person. It's just, I'm maturing. I hope that I'm maturing through being a father of young people that are crazy and being a son of older people that are crazy, and maturing to a point where it's just like I'm able to function with everybody and not let things affect me because I've matured past that. I am seeking after that level where, I mean, some of you guys have reached that level here on the internet, like you said, and that's awesome. I want to have that same level of, processing something quickly and letting it go with real life experiences. Because there's no benefit to holding on.
What real life experiences with the internet?
Well, just the internet is such a different. This is as real as the internet gets for me. This panel of guys here, it's like everything else is. It's just an entertainment experience. This is more of a.
Oh yeah, no, totally. I watched a video, like essay thing about video games and the top video games in the world, and he comes to the conclusion that Twitter was the best video game in the world because people just go on there and role play as somebody else.
Right.
And
LARPing, live action.
Yeah, you wouldn't say this shit in public, would you? but you'll see it on Twitter.
Right. I mean, you guys did America Online, I'm guessing. Each one here, or a version of it, I'm guessing. In AOL, it must have been something.
Age, sex, location.
That's when LARPing was like my original experience of LARPing, because everybody was full of shit. Everybody was full of shit. Truth was out the window. Boom, gone.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, I was a big liar. Shit. I was like 12 years old. I was telling women I was 18.
Oh, well, no, that's different. That's different, Softball. No.
You got any pictures?
If you're in a Quake lobby, then, it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah, the Quake lobby is much more wise and respectful. Especially if it's Weapon Factory Arena. But no one gets the reference. Damn.
This gaming? Are you guys talking about gaming?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. So you have someone that's in your life that's a narcissistic person, egotistical kind of person, and you're trying to stay friends with them? Is that what you're trying to say? Or you have to...
Not that I'm trying to stay friends with them. I'll always be in their life. It's a matter of processing bad experiences and letting them go and just forgetting about it and instead of caring, because it's never going to change. And you can't trying to.
Can I? You don't have to answer this question, obviously, but it just kind of helps in some ways. Can we ask what relationship you do have with them?
You can ask.
Well,
Can
what
you
kind of
answer?
relationship
I'm not
do
gonna
you have with
gonna
them?
delve any more into that.
All right.
Okay, so you don't want to say. Fair enough. That's fair enough. That's your right. Yeah, too right. Okay.
I feel like the same concept can be gotten without that much information.
Yeah.
How does it affect you?
All I'm trying to ascertain is the fact that if it's a friend, then like I said, you just unfortunately you just have to not spend much time around people like that, because they will just bring you down. And I know you're going about, I hope I can mature and see things differently. As time goes on, it doesn't affect me so much. But that's not going to happen, RW. I'm sorry to say, it won't.
Right.
If they are in your life, you'll be carrying baggage forever.
I respect that. I understand where you're coming from.
Or just treat them as that friend that's like, oh, he's a dipshit. Okay.
Or
yeah.
better yet, what happens if you call him out?
I mean, you can have that conversation, but that conversation
it won't
never
work with narcissists. It
doesn't,
won't work
but
with
it'll make you
narcissists.
feel better.
It doesn't. It doesn't make you feel
No,
better.
because it was still be RW's fault. You got to understand, a narcissist will never see things the way you do. They will always manipulate it and make you feel that you're actually in the wrong. It's just the way they work.
You're just being a terrible person right now.
Some people live in a reality that's different than the reality you experience. For some reason, you just can't connect the realities and communicate and understand the same reality. They just stay in a different reality, and you can't progress.
Yeah.
So
We're not talking about your little argument with the AFED on Discord, are we? Because I understand you now.
About religion?
No, it was just a joke. It was just a joke.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Did we have an argument?
No.
Did we fall out, RW?
Because he is egotistical, I'll tell you that. So
I know that people don't like talking about religion in this panel. I 100% understand that.
We just don't want to
that's
offend
not the
you.
scenario.
Like how he put it.
What gives you that idea? I love talking about religion.
Yeah, don't worry. There's no Jews now. It's fine.
What was
Talk
Topple's comment?
about religion as much as you like.
What was your comment, Topple?
When it comes down to religion, I'm not knowledgeable, and I'm afraid that I could offend you by what I say, and that's how I feel, and that's why.
That's
I'm
pretty much what I said.
Out. I was like, I'm out.
Wait,
Yeah, that's why I don't want. Lee says he likes to talk about religion. That's why I don't want to talk about religion, since it's just.
It doesn't bother me. No,
I know, but I'm just saying with the religion thing, it's like, if you have a disagreement, like I said in the Discord, you could think differently about me forever. Where if you're just having a couple beers and talking about shit subjects, there's not that life,
depth,
but
affirming connection that you have to that subject.
My views on religion is that I don't care what anybody believes in, or how they want to pray, or how they want to, be with their God, whatever they believe in. I don't give a. It's cool. Don't see there should ever be a problem. The only problem when it evolves is if you start to try and suppress that on other people that don't believe in that. Just let everybody just get on and believe in what they want to believe.
Which RW doesn't do anyway. So
I believe that throwing gay people off a roof is great.
Gay?
Is that
wow,
cool, Lee?
Is that your religious belief?
No, my religion allows this. Is that cool?
I think he's being facetious about.
But random guru, that's their religion. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. I don't want it to be my religion. I don't want that to be part of the religion that I might believe in. I mean, the thing is, I don't actually believe in God. I just don't.
Wait 1 second.
Your religion
Lee,
is fine coexisting with this other religion.
Lee,
That's
wouldn't
okay.
you stand up for these innocent human beings?
Yeah,
Or
that is
would the
totally
fact
wrong.
that they're
Yeah.
homosexual make you not allowed to do
No,
that?
that is totally wrong. I absolutely agree with you 100%. But it's not my religion. So if that's the way they want to live, let them get on with it. And I've got no right to tell them how they should live their life.
Let them get on with it.
What they're doing is
Let them get on. Let them get on with the tossing of the gates.
What they're
the
doing
ring. Oh,
is
I
cruel. What they're doing is cruel and inhumane. And as human beings, we should fucking shoot them in the head for trying to do that, like over and over again.
That's on their religion. That's their religious beliefs.
Perhaps if you're
it's
not,
not- it's
the
not-
act,
it's
but
not-
prior engagement, no.
So honor
It's
killings.
not our right to do that, though, Steve. It's not our right to do that, though, Steve.
It is our
So-
right to
No,
defend.
you're not supposed to oppose on someone else's religious.
No. There's
No, if
general
you're in the act of
rules
throwing them off a roof,
humanity.
yes, you can impose.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
I think I totally agree with Smokesteve.
Well, okay then. So what if a religion conflicts with certain morals and stuff, there may be plenty of things that we do in the Western world that other religions think are abhorrent and that they should kill us for doing
like
it. So,
McDonald's.
Like mayonnaise, yeah, McDonald's. There you go.
Yeah, McDonald's.
well, whatever. But my point is, just if that's your religion, then just let them get. Like I said, let them get on with it. That's there. There are things that are wrong. Of course there are.
In the morning, let them get a Big Mac.
Lee, I don't think you're one of these guys who's just gonna fall.
Let them stone them.
Lee, you're not gonna just fall in line with these arcane, ridiculous ideologies.
But that's there.
Just because they don't target you. Well, I'm okay, so let them just get on it and attack those other guys and fucking kill them.
All right then. What's the alternative then? What are you going to do? You're going to go into the country and go, we don't like you living like that, so we're gonna bomb you and take over because you should live the way that we live. No, actually, I don't know why I said that because America does that most of the time anyway. So actually, the more I think about it,
I mean, there's certain levels of doing something about it, but sitting and just saying, "Oh, I'm okay with it," if that's what they believe in. That's on the far end of that spectrum. So you could just disagree with it and be like, "No, you're a piece of shit asshole." And if your God's telling you to throw people off a roof, then you're wrong.
It's wrong. I'm not disagreeing with that. I'll give you another fact. In the United Kingdom, there has not been one prosecution, even though it's illegal. There's not been one prosecution of female genitalia being cut, which is part of the belief of and it's illegal. You can't do that to a girl in this country. Yet it happens. It goes on, and there's never been an arrest or any prosecution.
You can do it, but it's under a different political narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon? Say that again.
You can do genitalia manipulation. You can do it in America under a different political precept of transgender.
Aren't they trying to change that though?
I don't know.
I think one state has actually made that illegal to coerce your child into thinking that they're helping them with their transition,
or giving
before
them
they're 16 or something like that.
Giving them medication to slow down.
Definitely not California.
Yeah, like I don't think it's California.
It's got to be a double belt.
Georgia.
Okay.
Yes, probably. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been to Georgia. That's
I
right.
have. Yeah.
Coon.
It's a fucking great place.
We're in
to
the
live.
promised land.
Hey, yeah.
I thought he would have gone to
But
Nashville.
do you know what? My point is, Steve, just to come back to what you were saying, Steve, like, is it right to throw people off of buildings because they're gay? I get all that. I agree with you, but my example about what's happening in this country, and they just and they take more of my point of view. Are you going to turn around and go into these communities and go, right, the next person that decides to do this to a young girl is going to get arrested? There would be pandemonium because they go, that's not my right, it's my religion, it's not yours, and you shouldn't be telling us what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's right, by the way, but that's the problem you've got. That's the problem you've got.
I want to get to the bottom of
punishment. Are you against capital punishment?
Me?
Capital punishment? Yeah.
No, fucking kill him, dude.
Well, that's how they believe over there about that. Then, if you're gay, that's the law. You can't. It's
No, you have to be a murderer as well. The murderer is the part that makes you get killed, not the gay.
I'm just saying, this is how they look at it. If you're gay,
no, I don't care about what they look like.
Okay.
Yeah, but like he said, like Smokesteve said, there's like this humanity law that we all should live by, and
I said that
you do something. Yeah, you did. You did about 10 minutes ago.
Humanity laws. There should be no prisons.
When Lee first brought it up, you did.
There should be no prisons or jails.
No. Like if you harm or do something,
you got to die back and go to jail. You think you should
liken I know, but liking somebody of the same sex shouldn't be as put on the same level as murder.
That's what you believe, and that's what we all believe in.
I know, but they didn't do anything to some. There's always a victim in those things. There's no victim for somebody that's just gay.
Oh,
there's not a victim. There's not.
That was my humanity law.
What's that?
No, you said when Lee first brought it up, you said that there's a basic. Because he said, "Why should I care?" And you said because there's a basic humanity, that we all live by.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Well, it depends because everyone has different.
Steve's time traveling. I think he started time travel.
Sounds pretty good.
That's deep.
I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth. Maybe I misunderstood what you were trying to say. That's what I took. That's what I took it as.
No, Steve can't put words in his own mouth. Don't worry,
according to your memory, I sound pretty good here with the
clean it up.
Humanity law. Old Smokesteve coming right back at you.
No, we're just glad you're still here, dude.
Well, he's the only
miracle.
one here.
I have the mouse hovering over the end stream thing.
Yeah, Last Dance is gone, so Smokesteve is in charge of this bitch.
I can't believe Last Dance is getting something.
I know.
Why can't he not get some? He's a good-looking older man. Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier on, you said he looked like Stephen Hawking in a fucking
I said that about Base Wall. I said that about Base.
I thought they both looked kind of wheelchairy.
For a bunch of bits.
Talking shit when Last Dance is not here? That's kind of rude.
Well, I was only agreeing with you.
He's going to watch this back.
But I'm an asshole. You're not. You're a good person, Steve.
No,
you're the moderator. You got to keep everyone level.
You fall in the good person category too somehow.
Take that, bitch.
How the fuck that happened?
Dude, what?
Yeah,
Topple.
People
no shot. No.
That's amazing.
Topple does not belong in that.
That's inhumane.
Yes.
There was a story a few weeks. There was a story a few weeks ago that Stephen Hawking was a guest at Epstein's Island.
That was months ago.
That's been around for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually made a meme.
That really made that really made my mind. That really made my mind work. I thought, Jesus, with all that was going on that island, what was he doing?
In his defense, he couldn't control that he wasn't there.
Yeah, he got hacked.
Yeah.
Just like that cargo ship.
One thing he was doing was looking straight ahead.
Was he
any
doing this? Steve, hang on, Steve. This is Hawkins on the island. Was he going like Please bend over. With all those young girls.
Playing the Daft Punk song, harder, better, faster.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. The guy's crippled, so I'm not going to make fun of him.
Guy's dead, bro.
The dude's dead. You can make
We're allowed to
Was.
talk about him
fun of
now.
him. Much fun of
I've
him.
got a theory. He lived longer with that condition than most people ever live. I think he died years ago and he was an animatronic. I really do.
What? All right,
I don't know anything about him. All I know is he lived a harder life than I did, so that's
Especially at Epstein's Island.
Yeah, I know.
Mm.
Very hard.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
Well, we'll never
Speaking
know.
of this,
that was the only thing that worked on that island for him.
did you guys hear about Yeezy putting out a porn website, possibly going from the gospel album to Pornhub, basically?
What? Wait,
Who,
yeah.
Stephen Hawking?
Stephen Hawkins.
Oh, man.
No.
Wow.
Kanye West.
I did. I heard.
I hate Kanye.
Yeah, I
He's
heard about
fucking
this.
piece
I
of
keep
garbage.
up.
I
I
just
keep
thought it
up
was,
on the porn industry.
right.
I heard
And the
that
gospel
he was
album.
entering it.
Wait, what? So he's
He
gonna
went from a mega church to basically a guy that's whoring his wife out sorry,
girlfriend.
common law wife. His common law wife, displaying her for the masses in extremely weird sexual ways, and possibly creating a website for pornographic.
All right, that's not too bad.
Does he not understand that he's becoming his own? He's becoming his own cook right now. He's-
By showing off the goods.
yeah. Basically, he's just becoming his own cook. Oh, look at my wife, guys. Look at her. Oh, you want to fuck my wife, guys? Oh, yeah.
Rappers these days. Look at P. Diddy.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right.
God, yeah.
Let's see.
Fine right now.
Where's the wife? Let's see the wife.
She's very fake and plastic.
She's not attractive. She's like
Yeah.
a great
She
candidate.
used to be
Barbie.
Eh.
attractive. Now she's not. She just.
I'll
She's
show you a picture.
not showing nipples in everything she wears. That's it. Everything you can see everything else but nipples usually.
Eh.
Is she a snow bunny?
Oh.
Yeah, by rights, yeah. If you want to.
But the only song in her head that keeps playing from Kanye is "Runaway."
Gold digger.
All right, Steve, back chat link. If you go halfway down the page, you'll see one of the outfits as an example. She's not like, her hair's fake, her boobs are fake, her body is like
She's all fake.
like it reminds me of
Oh yeah.
fucking
Kim Kardashian.
it just, there's not much muscle mass there. It's just a manufactured Barbie with no brain. That's the vibe I get, and she's being paraded around. But my point is, going from the Jesus saved my life, making a gospel album, to whoring and pimping, and you know, it's like, that's just,
Wow.
you know, if people couldn't figure out that this guy was grifting, I don't know.
He's been drifting forever.
No, I mean
Kanye?
like grifting, like not just like playing a game, fucking with people.
I think he's just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
He's a nut. He's crazy. I
Yeah.
100% agree with you. His mind.
Yeah, I don't
is
think there's some.
gone.
I don't think there's some. You know, master plan that some genius.
Have they
worked
got
out.
any? Have they got any brands or
we
anything?
gotta-
Have they got any products?
There's no way for us to close this down.
This is
Smoke
gonna
Steve,
be
you
Well,
gotta
who
close
cares?
it
You
down.
can say what we want now.
Well, at least everybody that's on the panel is not
You
going to
can
be a
just
big
shut
deal.
it. If you're listening still, just shut it. down.
Yeah,
no,
no, don't shut it. We want to make. We want to say
You
some
can
words.
DM Last Dance. You can DM Last Dance.
Yeah, but what if he's not available?
Oh,
He
he can pound one out at the same time that he's hitting the end stream button.
he might be
I
balls.
felt so. I knew Smokesteve wanted to go. I felt sorry. I was trying to give him an out, but you guys just kept talking.
Oh,
Oh, come
oh,
on.
make us feel bad. Oh yeah, yeah.
You guys
yeah.
just
Come
kept
on.
talking.
Hall monitor.
My feelings. I'm over it.
Thanks to a 50-year-old man that's got like a.
I mean, we might as well just keep chilling out.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. What are we not usually allowed to talk about when he's around?
All the YouTube strike stuff.
What's your favorite racial word?
Yankee.
Oh, shh.
Oh,
back.
Hey,
Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, good.
I don't know what I did. I ended
I'm like
it.
freaking out here, Smokesteve. I'm like, oh man, I gotta get somebody to shut this down.
because Base is gonna wake up and then.
No problem.
Smokesteve, you wanting to go? You wanting us all to say goodbye here?
No, not at all.
All right.
He's got
All
another
right.
Give
hour.
you the chance.
All right. So the question that I asked was, "What's your favorite racial word?"
Slur
Wow.
or
in
word?
stream or
Word. Don't say slurred. Now,
Word.
yeah.
Slurred.
Well, I mean,
YouTube will pick that up.
is it
Slurred.
the
What's the-
same difference though?
Yeah, can somebody define what the what the
Is it the
difference
same
over here?
difference,
Like-
Topple? Is it?
Maybe I do want to end this.
Words that are
Someone-
used by specific races that you
Yikes.
enjoy, like huevos or
Huevos. Okay. Eggs.
very good. That's the English cultural race.
My gran used to call a black guy with blonde hair Guinness top. If that makes sense to you guys.
Like
Guinness
the
top.
head, like the head on a glass of Guinness.
No, like,
Nothing
yeah,
wrong with
Guinness,
that.
and you got the
Yeah.
head. Yeah. She called it Guinness top.
That's all right.
I get it.
Are you
Yeah.
allowed to say ginger?
That'll probably only get banned on Reddit, so that's pretty kosher. I got banned on Reddit
the
for
easiest
saying
speed
monkey
run
see,
in
monkey
the world.
Monkey.
They're like,
do.
that's racist. I was like, that's a saying that's been around for a long time. What?
Oh, what was the?
Well, yeah, but what was the reference? Was it like that shooting,
People, like,
thing?
Mm,
of a specific color were beating each other up, and they were all just like, one person saw it, so the other person started doing it, and I said, monkey.
Yeah, that's racist.
Said that, I was just being.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
so
I
wait,
don't
I
think-
can't.
Racist level.
Yeah, I don't think you
Come
got
on,
a lot.
man.
It's
No,
not that
that's
high.
totally
Nah.
racist, dude.
No.
Yeah.
How?
Freedom of speech, man.
No.
There's
no.
no such thing as that on the internet.
I mean, you're.
Let me go just grab my MAGA
But
hat.
I could say it if a bunch of white people were doing it, and they're just like, yeah, totally. I understand that reference. And you're like, yes, thank you.
You know, maybe if you were on the Proud Boys website or something, they'd be all.
Yeah, I mean, that's. You're fishing for likes if you say something like that.
That didn't happen. The likes didn't happen.
No, I'm saying if you were on Proud Boys
The
website.
likes didn't have.
Yeah. I care about my karma on Reddit. That's why I never use it anymore.
It's the fucking pig.
Is Reddit still around?
It
Yes,
is.
Yeah.
Giant.
Big time.
Oh, I got an interesting. I didn't get a chance, but I got an interesting question on an earlier topic.
Yeah.
We were talking about female mutilation, and you know, I keep hearing this term, but I don't know exactly. Like, is it similar to like getting your foreskin chopped off for a male? What's the? I don't really know
Yeah,
what it is. I mean, I hear like it, and it sounds like just horrible. You know, like some.
Is
Oh,
that
my,
me?
you don't really count.
Hey,
My
it-
understanding
they
is
cli- it's the clitoris.
Don't
It's cut.
compare
It's
yourself
cut. It's cut
against
out.
it.
Oh,
Oh,
what do you mean cut
That's
out?
not- there's
Whoa.
there's different kinds then, Lee, because
Yeah.
you can
Whoa.
it can also be sewn so that it can't be used until they're married, and then they like open it so that it's like official. Nothing could have ever
It's
happened.
like an extreme chastity belt.
Jeez, that
Geni-
makes it worse.
the description of genitalia mutilation, which is performed by certain religious groups, is the removal of the clitoris by blade.
The removal.
And
Yeah.
the
That's
purpose
like
is
what-
because they believe a
Rip it
woman
out.
isn't supposed to have any pleasure, or what?
Oh,
Yeah,
I was thinking
generally
maybe
that it was.
Destroyed this by
I was thinking maybe something with the flaps, you know.
No.
Oh,
There
they got
shall
that
be
big
that's
no
why-
roast beef in our culture.
the
Oh.
dangles either side of the legs.
Oh,
It's their thighs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's horrendous. That's absolutely horrible.
I
We should
wouldn't.
throw those
Okay.
people off roofs, don't you think, Goon?
now I can have a.
What,
I
what
can
did
have
you
a-
say, RW?
What?
We
Well,
should throw the people that do that to women off roofs, right? I was
Yeet
asking
wow.
Goon if that's the right path forward.
Of course.
Is it? I mean,
Oh.
What do you
100%.
I think it's terrible if someone was caught in the act of doing that. I think that would be a loss of a life. I think I would
I
consider
can
that just,
imagine.
Yeah.
So, wait,
Hang them.
time out.
or at least cut their dong off.
Is this what they want, or people doing this?
I wouldn't think that the
For
women would.
religious
I don't
reasons.
think I
No.
don't think a girl at the age of 13 or 14 wants her clitoris cut out. No.
Oh my gosh! I mean, come on, we're all dudes here. That's like that's like the most. That's the part they like the most, you know, down there, and you just snipping it off.
Well,
Oh.
I don't know. I don't understand. What's a clitoris?
That's the part that we should like the most.
I was about to say, if I'm the surgeon, I probably won't cut it out because I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably a female
You
performing.
gonna find that shit? No.
Oh.
Steve, you okay? You look a little uncomfortable. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, you know, I just find it very disturbing that they would do that to
Yeah,
a young
totally.
lady. Like, I'm a father of a daughter,
Uh-huh.
Oh man,
and
dude.
I find it very disturbing they would want to hurt a little girl like that.
And that's for religious beliefs?
It's hard for me to justify that without grabbing
I didn't even know.
gun and sword and going at them in battle, because it's
Oh.
absolutely fucking horrible, dude.
I genuinely
Yeah,
didn't know.
fuck-
I genuinely was
Fuck,
curious.
fuck those people who think that way, and I hope they fucking all die. You know, it's fucking terrible.
Throw them off the fucking roofs.
I think it's a fair fair comment from you, Steve, because I believe that group of people feels the same way about you.
Well, that's
Yeah,
why
well,
we're here.
You have to give it right back to them, then, right?
I'm not going to actively go after anyone and try and snuff them out, but if they were to try and do any of their religious beliefs on my family, that would be, I would have to make a very serious decision at that point, and I believe I would end up doing it's hard for me to say the things out loud. Shit would go down.
It's like have you seen Pulp Fiction, RW?
Yes, but it's been quite a while. I remember certain parts of it.
The Bruce Willis is in the pawn shop, and the two guys that are rape him are down in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
remember
they're
the
raping his enemy, but he's going through the different. It's a pawn shop, so I think first he picks up a bat and he's like, "Yeah, I'll beat him with this," and then he gets the next thing and the next thing, and it just keeps getting worse until he finally gets
It's
to
a
the
chainsaw. Comes
Yeah,
out
he gets
samurai.
the samurai sword, and then
Samurai sword is the best,
Yeah.
and it is. It's a close quarters. It's a fabulous combat weapon.
Oh,
What did you?
That gimp is like fucking dancing around the room like, meh.
yeah.
What did you guys? I mean, we were talking about on Drone Tech server. There's the gentleman in New York and Brooklyn that was building guns legally, and then the FBI put a search or an investigation on him after he bought so many parts legally, and then they arrested him, and he went to court and he was charged with all these gun possession laws and all these things, and they put him in jail for 19 years. And when the lawyer brought up the defense of the Second Amendment, the judge herself said, the Second Amendment doesn't exist in my courtroom. I don't want to hear it again for defensive purposes.
Wait.
That's
So
bullshit.
this
She
guy had all
should've
these
been-
he had his licenses in line.
He was completely legal. He was a law-abiding citizen.
He
The state came after him.
There had to
Everything
be
he did.
something to bring up in court. He had to do something if he was, even if I can't see a judge saying that out loud.
I'll share the source. It's
crazy.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to see it actually.
yeah, and the lawyer for the defense said, I want to use your quote of the Second Amendment not being allowed in your court to be used as a mistrial, and she said you're not allowed to use that for mistrial.
Doesn't matter.
I was
because
like,
then it'll go to-
if court is that rigged, why even have court?
it would go to the Supreme Court in New York, and that
Well,
would
That's the direction it's heading, and I'll
your court is derivative of your government, so I wonder why it's so corrupt.
it's New York, California, but then again you have your far right ones like Texas judges and all that. So it's all fucked up. And when you have a president like we have right now that doesn't care about the Supreme Court judgments and runs his fucking mouth, kind of sets a precedent.
Do you think Trump would be better?
No, no, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying
Well,
Trump did it
maybe
twice when he was in office. This guy's done it 5 times. You know what? Just do your jobs. Stop fucking challenging the Supreme Court and telling the people that we're not gonna. I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna sign more bills ahead against the Supreme Court. That's
Topple, are you going to vote
the
for
thing
Trump?
is, a lot
I'm
of your
voting for Trump, but it's
presidents-
not like I'm a. Like I said, I'm gonna vote for Trump, but it's not. Look who's the other person, and that's how
Yeah.
that's how I feel.
you-
Everyone
you-
else has different opinions, though.
You've got to pick your lesser enemy, I guess.
I wish there was a third party that could actually
Mhm.
win this, but
Yeah, yeah,
see.
but you got to be realistic about this shit. It's either Trump or Biden again.
Yeah.
It's like,
Topple,
who
is
do you
it
want
close
out
in
of
your
the two of
state?
them?
It's Trump or the Biden administration is what it is.
Well,
yes,
yeah.
that's what it is.
The
Is it
guys
close
that
in
tell
your
him what
state,
to say.
Topple?
Yeah, I'm PA. We're the flip state.
You're a swing state.
Yeah, we went Trump first, 2016, and then they went Biden 2020.
So his vote actually counts. Aphid, are you a swing state?
Missouri?
You swing,
Me?
baby.
Yeah, Missouri's not.
No,
Is
man,
it
we're red.
100% red?
Yeah.
Oh, they got St. Louis, but it's not big enough to take over the state, though.
Yeah, surprising. Well, we got Kansas City too. Surprising. But yeah, it's not
Missouri's
even
a red
close.
How close is the margin
Yeah.
over there?
It's not worth voting for. I mean, if you're concerned about making a difference
For federal, at
the
least.
smaller side, yeah. The only time we had a person in Congress that was a Democrat was when that dude said legitimate rape a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that. Todd Aiken, I think his name was. He said chicks, they can't get pregnant if they don't. Basically, he was saying that chicks, if they get raped, they won't get pregnant if they didn't enjoy it. Is basically what he said.
Wow.
There was enough
My
people in the state
God.
that were like, no,
Oh,
we're not
what
going
a
to vote for this
G.
guy.
Diarrhea of the mouth.
Oh, I love him.
And he still almost won?
Hmm.
I don't remember
Oh
how
my
close
God.
it was, but the chick won, and
Chick won.
she basically voted more Republican because she's on MSN all the time, Claire McCaskill, but at the time she voted and she stayed more centrist to maybe even leaning towards the red in the state just to try to keep herself going, But she was that was good too because that's the way the percentage of this state believes. So that's the way this percentage of the state should be ran. Whether I agree with it or not.
All right, here.
You know what I'm
wife
saying?
wants to
I
ask
think
the
that if you're
question.
in a red state, you should have somebody like that representing you. If you're in a blue state, same thing.
Was he
I,
found?
I think a convicted felon should be able to run for president, and if the American people actually vote him in, that says something.
Yeah.
And
What's
I'm,
it-
Everybody
what's it
should be able
say?
to run.
No, a convicted felon should not be able to run for president
Well, who would
because
vote
they're
for him?
a
Right?
fucking convicted felon.
Who would vote
That's
for
the
him?
whole point of felony, dude.
Who would
if I
vote
could
for him?
weaponize
You guys
the
fucking
FBI
great.
again, if I could weaponize my FBI to go after Democrats, you think Biden wouldn't be convicted of any crime or any Democrat right now?
That wasn't the question.
Well, that is how I feel, so that's my answer.
Well, what the fuck?
I know,
how
but
you feel? Come
Oh,
on.
fuck your feelings. 80% of Congress, red, blue, could be convicted of a felon crime with trades and all that other stuff right now.
Well,
how I
fine. Then they shouldn't be
Do you know,
president either.
Yes.
listening to you all with everything that's going on in the world as a whole, right? Everything. And when we look back, because of the age that we are, there's always been conflicts going on, this, that, and the other. Do you think we are in a very dangerous position at the moment? And is there hope for the future? Or do you think it's all doom and gloom?
For the world?
Yeah.
We have two active wars right now going on. It's not good, but are we heading towards total disaster? I don't know.
I don't think it's any. I don't think it's any worse than it's ever been in history, and in some ways, probably better.
What isn't any worse?
Just the overall health of the human beings that live on this planet.
Oh yeah.
I think that it's, if anything, it's been steadily going on a, I think that the industrial age probably, and when we crossed the seas, but for different areas in history, it's been extremely worse than it is right now for chunks of the population of the humans on this planet.
There's an ebb and flow. I mean, in this biblical reference, but as the days of Lot and the days of Noah, so in the end it shall be. What's different now, I think, about Lot and Noah is like we're chilling on the internet. People are watching news happen seconds after it happened in real time in video. People are interacting with each other at lightning speed from all over the world, sharing ideas and ideologies. That aspect has to be different.
Yeah.
But I think I don't consider it heading in a good direction. I hope to be wrong, but humanity seems to be becoming very selfish and retarded.
Yeah, I mean
it's been like that. It's been like that since the birth of man, though. I mean, we were brutal people to ourselves, and you go back to the Roman ages and times like that, or when we discovered Americas and just devastated the Indians, and it's all your perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to look at it in percentages. Like
I appreciate the comment of going
like the open raping of women and how women were just totally disregarded, for centuries and generations, pretty much the majority of our existence on this planet.
But don't forget, Aphid. There is an interesting point here because everything you mentioned is absolutely true. But let's not take for granted that over the period of time that we've walked this planet, civilizations do come and go. You go back to certain civilizations; they're the most powerful in the world. Yeah, so sometimes it makes me think. I don't think human beings would disappear off the earth, but are we steadily making our way to a point of self-destruction, and then we're sort of reborn again with a generation that survives all of that? That's a little bit of a worry because
I've heard people base the fall of the Roman civilization and related to what's happening with the United States of America. So I haven't looked much into the concept of that, but if nations kind of repeat patterns and then they fall, are we reaching that pattern or not?
Well, that's why I always say everybody's always like, "Oh, we need to change everything here in America." Why? I mean, we're the top dogs for arguably the most important time in
it's true.
age.
It's true. Yeah.
So why do you want to change something? Because we got a recipe that works. So why change anything? I would want to try to keep it exactly the same. That's why it should be red and blue. It should be differences of opinions over here. Because I think that helps.
And upholding constitutional law and upholding law. I agree.
Well, I think I might end this thing.
Well, I was going to say I'm going to go.
It is 3.
Yeah, Smokesteve, come on, man. If you want to cruise, then you need to cruise.
Who's this guy microphone?
What?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I want to listen to some tunes, get
Yeah.
all fucked
Go for
up,
it.
you know, like get
Yeah,
wasted.
we're,
Do it,
that's-
man.
we're all cool with that, Smokesteve. We're all cool
Oh
with that.
yeah.
Microphone looks cool. Do you notice his name says microphone?
We can't see
What are
him
you
if he's
talking
in the
about?
bottom of the screen, dude. You
Mm.
have unlimited power.
His name is Mike Raffone.
Oh,
It's
that's
a
clever.
high probability of him being a troll who's gonna
Bring
bomb
him on.
me.
If you kill the stream, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you could bring him on just to kill the
And then
stream.
you can bomb all the gay porn he wants.
But Last Dance is usually here to.
Oh, go to sleep or
Anyway,
rock out.
Steve,
Rock out.
Steve,
Well, I
Steve,
want to
Yeah,
party.
why
down
don't we all
over
just
here.
say goodbye?
Hey, good guys.
Steve, before you go, once again, just thanks for your time
Microphone is
putting it
in the
all on.
house.
Hello.
So
Hello.
take care, dude.
Phone.
And the stream.
Mike,
Guys,
you got
am I
something to
sick
say?
from viewing the look smacks, or is edging goaded?
Huh?
No. Get rid of it.
And the
Get rid of
stream.
it.
Damn.
What he
I
said?
thought he was cool.
Don't say.
All right, you guys have a wonderful week. I'll see you guys next week.
Good seeing you, Top. Everybody
Top.
else,
Take
always
care.
a pleasure.
Take care,
See you next
buddy.
time.
Good night, base.
Yeah, wake up, base. Good night.
Everybody is saying.
I guess it's our turn, Lee.
All dudes.
Come on. Right, good night, everyone. Have a good week. Look after yourselves. Stay safe.
There
All
you
right,
go,
Lee.
Lee.
Be good, buddy.
Right, good man.
Thanks for hosting another week, Steve. I enjoyed it. Instead of
All
Lee
right.
leaving, he turned his video on, so you might have to stop that.
That's fine. It's all about to end momentarily. RW, thank you for being here. Base Walshman, thank you for being here. Lee, you've been great. And everybody else. Gregory Poopsicle, you're a new guy who's here. Aphid Lip, Last Dance, McGrandy, et all who have been here tonight. You've been wonderful. I really do appreciate you guys and gals who are in the chat. Thank you so much. Cup of tea, Mr. Kill, Reverend Simon Sideways. You're the man. Love you, buddy. Check out Reverend Simon Sideways' channel. He's the man. He's got great stuff going on over there. Wife, Mr. Kill, Mr. Kill, Mr. Kill. Everybody is great here. Love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and listen to some Megadeth. Going to smoke a bowl, drink a beer or two, and then go to bed. Farewell. I love you all. Good night.